Alright. Let's try that. So far, 0% dropped frames, so that's promising. And the match just started. You didn't miss much, but we got a decent amount of damage, it seems. Yep, still at 0% drop frames. I restarted OBS, lowered the bit rate. That seemed to solve it. Oh, Ouija needs to close the stock. Had a really good start, but Captain started to make some money. Ouija catching up with damage, now Captain's at 400. Just like that, lead is essentially evaporated. Doesn't even need the up B. 150. Four tilt's just gonna kill. Couple of fairs, okay. I don't think he had enough time for a third fair there, so that tilt was a good option. Oh my god, Ouija, super good at these early percents, but then he just can't kill. Can anyone who's in chat just, like, say anything? Because it says I have 0 viewers, and it just said I had 17, so that's kind of sketch. Check the restream. It says 25 viewers on the restream. I'll trust the restream. Thank you, Diode. That's all I needed to hear. But, Ouija, he was looking pretty good. Captain definitely pulling ahead, but Ouija was looking good. He keeps having these burst moments, but then I think he really struggles to kill. That was risky. That was a ballsy move, but it looks like he's gonna live. Good use of clutch. Pretty risky there. If he didn't clutch it just in time, the knockback from throwing that dumbbell might have killed him off the side, but he managed to clutch it after throwing the dumbbell just in time. Yeah, that's gonna kill. Alright. Ouija, gotta seal this stock. Why aren't you updating? Oh, that's it. Alright, Ouija getting sent to losers. What the heck? Why is... fumbles? What? That's bizarre. Oh, alright, some weird things happened. Yeah, weird, wacky things. Wacky things. It wouldn't be a braided bracket without wacky things. I don't know how that happened. Alright, any other wacky things? It says grand finals. That is very wrong. Anything else that's wacky? Juzo is not a commentator. Let me fix that too. Let me make sure Ouija's wins are correct. Yeah, that one looks fine. Why did some of them get screwed up? That's bizarre. Regardless, let's see who else is... Ooh, we got a full lobby. Husky. Let's get Husky. Give me that Husky. Oh. Baby Fumbles. That looks pretty good. Double A Psycho Midget. That looks good. Foda Dennis. Let's get Foda... No, they're fighting. I wish it would tell you if they're fighting or not. Okay, so Foda and Dennis are the only ones fighting. I'm feeling Double A Psycho Midget. Yeah, let's do Double A Psycho Midget. Assuming they haven't already started, of course. Or Babunga XJ Henry. Yeah, it looks like this one's already in progress. I wish there was a way on the match dashboard to, like, view all the brackets. I'll just cycle through each bracket, I guess. Revelo beat Booker. Wow. Okay. Scanning through. Dume Siege? I do Dume Siege. Is Dume here? No? Okay. Babunga XJ Henry. Let's see if they've started. Oh, bother. I wish people would, you know, start their set on GG before playing it. That way, if it's marked as not started, I know it's not started. That would be great. What about Booker Kite Kaido? Sorry, the amount of chats I need to read is astounding. Thank you for the kind words. It means a lot. It's not only a thankless job, but it's more or less a moneyless job as well. And a very time-consuming job, of which that I didn't get much homework done, and I have 2 tests Tuesday, and it's gonna be even busier tomorrow, and it's gonna be hell. But, you know, I do enjoy doing it, and I wish I could continue doing it. But I gotta step back a bit, or else I don't know, just can't juggle things. Let's see if we can spectate. Nope. I'll just keep doing this until I find a set I can spectate. I mean, I did say it was gonna be quick pools. I do have a Patreon, but I don't want to make, you know, people give me money for things that I'm not gonna be doing as much, you know? Like, it was an attempt to try and monetize what I do, but it just, like, wasn't enough. I should probably find a part-time job instead. You know, because, like, I don't know. There's a thing called a work study here, where they'll pay, like, $10 an hour for pretty menial things. That's just so much more money. I make $10 an hour doing work study, and then maybe, like, $10 a month through Patreon. 10 to 20. Depends, but I don't know. It's just a very stark difference. It's just not enough. It was an attempt, but it just didn't get there, I guess. Round Robin was good for when beta brackets were small, but when they get really big and there's a lot of DQs, and it's really hard to decide who moves on from round 1 to round 2, like, it gets kind of sketchy. I don't know. With brackets, it's a lot more clear who gets to move on We don't have to form a council after pools to decide who moves through. The bracket tells us. And that's a big deal. Anyways, looks like we got a set. Holiday versus Double A. You can commentate now. I don't have another commentator. If you raid, your stream will turn to hosting mode for whoever you raided. Basically, it transfers whoever's viewing your stream over to another person's stream. Alright, so I'm going to set up for this. Holiday. I'll give him the SEO tag, why not? Versus Double A. I gotta add you as a friend, Revelo, in order for me to add you to this. Oh, Revelo added me. That's convenient. It's the first time that's happened. Paging commentators.
Hello.
Hello. Who is this?
Hi, Yank. This is Truefish. I was invited.
Oh, hi. I just called everyone. That's the way it works.
Gotcha.
So basically, it was a call to all commentators. Someone come talk.
Gotcha. I can potentially be back later. I have a match coming up, though.
No obligation.
Alright, have a good one, guys.
Yep. Good luck. Alright.
Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen.
Is this Rapidio?
It is Rapidio. Hi.
Hi, Rapidio!
Oh, Fumbles didn't get a call. F Fumbles. they're preemptively doing Fs! Let's go!
They're preemptively doing what?
They could have possibly heard my commentary at that point. And they're already doing Fs. Let's go.
Oh, I remove people from commentary when they're done commentating. That's why we have the commentary chat in the Discord. The group can only hold 10 people, and we have much more than 10 potential commentators. So I have to manually add them every time they want to commentate.
I mean, commentators that want in, to have a commentator role, be sure to let Creed know in the commentator chat.
I'm more than willing to give people a shot, because we need commentators.
Anyway, let's pull this game up.
Yes, this
I was looking
is
through Twitch for a
to
while
get
there.
in to top 32.
Top 30. Ooh, okay. So Holiday, I'm familiar with. Not so much with Double A.
Double A, he doesn't play much. He does participate in the beta brackets though, and I think he made it to top 32 last time as well.
Ooh. Very nice. Just another person slipping under my radar.
Yeah, there's a lot of those people. Beta brackets bring out a lot of... The money entices people, I think.
Gotta get that sweet, hard cash. Don't argue with them one bit. And also, their play is impressing me quite a bit. Like, don't see enough Goddess, so that unfamiliarity, sorry, might be hurting Holiday somewhat, but yeah, this is a pretty sound neutral.
I feel like that's a pretty common sentiment, is I don't know how to play against Goddess. Similarly to Ruby and Goddess are probably pretty hard to play against right now, just by the sheer fact that there's not much practice against them. If you can find a Goddess or a Ruby to grind against, that's a huge benefit.
Yeah, I'm saying that, Delap. I'm impressed. I'm surprised that I haven't heard of them before. Perfectly timed. Oh, no, Holiday.
Revelo, I did invite you to the commentator station. You're welcome to join whenever. Did I do the Juzo thing again? Hold on. Revelo. Oh, yes, I did. That was my bad.
The what?
Revelo wanted to do commentary, and I thought I added him, but I didn't.
What a... Is that Revelo?
Oh, yeah.
Is that an early SD?
Sadly.
Let's go.
Is my mic a little loud?
Your mic is pretty loud, yeah.
Okay, sorry.
I can turn you down.
Alright.
Try again. Now you're muted somehow. I didn't do it.
Well, you turned him down. You have succeeded in your goal.
Alright.
Alright, so, Revelo, first time commentating with you. What's
Yeah.
your story?
My story, what do you mean? Like how I started playing Slap?
Yeah, give a brief introduction to everybody at home. Listen.
Alright. Wow.
Don't mean to interrupt, but...
Wow.
Okay, in between games now, though. Go for it.
Alright, so I learned about Slap City through Alfred the first time he posted it. I started competing after his first tournament, though. My friend gifted it to me because I wasn't willing to buy it, and I guess I started playing a lot more from there. When I first started playing Remedy, I thought everyone considered her terrible, and I just played her terribly.
There's
And
been
I saw-
a lot of ups and downs for the characters, for sure.
Yeah. But I played Remedy terribly. I saw Fumbles play, asked him how to play the character, and got better, I guess. Now I'm in top 32, so that's cool.
Yeah, making progress.
My last beta wreck, I think I was like 1 game away.
Oh,
So-
I feel you, man.
Hmm.
Also, I think Fumbles would won in commentary, so we could probably get that going in a bit. Right now, we got Goddess versus Idol. This has been a common question, but how familiar are you with Goddess?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. When Goddess first came out and she was like Jenny matchup just destroyed her, I think it was. I knew how to beat her, but I never really played online. So the thing is, like, I know Goddess to a good extent, but the last time I played Juzo when he was playing Goddess, I had never seen a Goddess do anything he did. So it really caught me off guard, so I'm really not familiar at all. I think it's much more obvious that I'm familiar with Fish than any other character.
Right.
And that was rough. Anyway, yeah. So like, I'm not very familiar with Goddess, but I can beat lower ones. Like just my first set today, I had play Goddess. It's like if they just don't know like how to move around and such, then it's much easier for me because like if they're not abusing the fact that I have lag on some of my stuff, then it's much easier to play the character.
All right.
Whereas, like, say someone like Juzo or even D-Lap, if they know how to punish Remedy for doing stuff, then it's a terrible time. But that's just the character.
Yeah, this character is doing work. Up a pretty solid stock. Holiday trying to get something started with a few of these sequences, but AA just impressing me right now. I am always happy to see Goddess play.
Yeah. Goddess is a...
Not only because it's uncommon, but just because the, for lack of a better word, explosiveness of the character in terms of burst movement, in terms of a lot of her kit just flowing so seamlessly into each other. Not off the top, my god.
Good DI.
Solid DI. Hopefully Jack can hear you, Gray.
No, they can. They can.
Okay,
Do you
good.
see
We
my
said.
name in the top left corner?
I don't know. I'm not looking at Twitch. I'm
That's
looking
fair
at
enough.
this.
Well, if the chat knows if they can hear me, is if my name is in the top left corner.
Was it though?
Regardless.
Yes, it is.
But one thing I do know about Goddess, all things aside, I think the most obvious thing about her is that her up throw is a pretty good kill move.
What was
Ooh.
that?
Oh.
That was such a clean bait. Let's go.
Well,
Double A is like, usually I would say that Goddess F smash is a crutch, but Double A is making it work.
F smash
It's a
is a very
persistent pressure tool.
up smash is a very utility tool for sure. It's a similar thing to like a side B on Fish.
Right.
Like, it's not necessarily something that you are going to use the end attack for, but it gives you so much movement options. That, like, if you watch Juzo, like a Lapidator use it, it's pretty impressive.
Yeah. Or watch Double A using it, because
Yeah.
Double A's using it very effectively.
He's using it in a much more aggressive way. He doesn't care much for the movement part. He's just gonna catch people off guard and blow them out of the water.
Right. Double A taking game 2. Nice. I am I have mixed feelings. On one hand, I'm upset I've never seen this person play. On the other hand, I'm really glad that I now have this opportunity.
Yeah.
Again, Double A, that avatar of yours is interesting.
Flawless.
Flawless, for
It
sure.
is.
The contrast of the art styles for these two PFPs.
I'm just saying, at a glance, that might not be the best looking profile
It's
picture.
beautiful.
But staring at it closely, thoroughly.
You can just sense the amount of detail in it.
But yeah, this was a. I like trying to get as many pool feature matches as I possibly can grab, because it's a good opportunity to get some faces you wouldn't normally see. Because once we get to top 32, the feature matches are going to be a lot more geared towards a bunch of big names. In pools, you have more of an excuse to find like some of these kind of under the radar players that are still good enough to make it this far in bracket.
I mean, I know I saw that indirectly the first time.
Saw what?
The thing I posted in chat. Oh my goodness, we got Alt Pepper going on.
Yes, this is probably my favorite stage.
All pepper is
Specifically
the
all
best stage
pepper.
in the game. Yeah.
Okay, but do you agree with it as the counter pick choice? Because
No,
I'm
I don't.
Yeah, for it.
I wouldn't.
like
Like,
at
this-
all.
Yeah. Despite Idle having some pretty good kill options off the top, especially with like an up air chain or whatever she can get going.
Goddess has
It's-
much
it's-
better ones.
Yeah, it's just like guys can fair an up air chain to end it if they get DI too far out.
Or up throw. Like up throw probably kills
Or-
at around 110 on this stage. So all Double A needs to do right now is get a grab, and he got a kill.
Or
Reading the roll.
Uh-oh. Alright. Okay.
or
Planned. Simply
like-
outplayed.
yes.
Yeah, there you go.
Punched in the goddamn
See, worked
Let's
out.
go.
This is a back and
That's the
forth
slap
game.
way.
Well, watching this makes me like really feel that Idle Goddess is a really back and forth matchup compared to others.
Kicks into his own bombs.
What was that exchange?
I don't know.
This clank system, man. It's confusing.
I can't even tell who it benefits anymore. Sometimes it feels like it benefits everybody. Sometimes it feels like a giant nerf.
It's just something we all gotta. Okay, that time it was a bit.
Oh,
but that's
no.
just
Oh,
Another bomb.
that's unfortunate.
Charge.
Oh my god, there's so many.
It was calculated. It was calculated.
Too many
this is-
explosions. No! Oh
I'm
my
just-
god, this is nonsense.
Snipes. Oh, he snagged ledge. We made it.
God,
Oh.
pools matches are the best, man.
Yeah,
Those
because
matches-
it's just
they're
so much
really
more crazy. You never know what's gonna happen.
You see more playstyles too, instead of just the standard any other character like Kyra.
Yeah.
It's like every single game is a flex game.
Like, it's hype, but there's also just nonsense.
Yeah.
Yeah? Alright. Holiday really needs to start anticipating those forward smashes. Oh my
Yeah,
god.
just run up down smash.
Yeah,
that
that
works
was a wave dash down smash, I think.
Oh well. Virtually same thing.
Yeah, they're pretty close. One's a little bit more technical. Thus more hype, I guess. Unnecessary? Maybe. More hype?
Also-
Yes.
Not
So-
remotely unnecessary.
That's fair, that's fair.
Heresy.
Honestly, dashing and down smashing in this game is pretty good. Like, dashing in any sort of smash attack, because you retain that momentum, which is very unusual for a platform fighter.
Yeah, it's like a Jace jump cancel from Melee where you can just run up, do any smash, or do like an up smash attack.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. It's in this game, since there's no dash attacks and since every character is technically always in a dash, it makes stuff like run smashes a lot more potent, I'd say.
And easy.
So, and easier, of course.
Right.
That being said,
So.
if you're comparing anything to Melee, it's usually easier.
Yeah. I like the shield drop mechanics in this game for one.
Oh my god, yes. They took some really
drop is
cool mechanics and
very
made them
nice.
accessible. And that's what I
Yeah.
really like about Slap City.
Yes, I am 100% behind you. It's just
They're new.
they
They're
simplified
great game
everything
developers.
without dumbing it down.
They're just new to making platform fighters.
They're new to making platform fighters, and they've made a better platform fighter than most people.
I know, which is why I'm investing. Like, I don't care where it is right now. I want to see where this game is in a year, because these devs are, mwah.
Dude, in a year, we're gonna be like,
Everybody buy other Ludosity games. They deserve it.
Or Ludosity stock, either or. I'm just
Yeah,
a business
SBC
miner.
instead.
What do I know? Anyways, last stuck situation.
Aw,
Never mind.
That's just
That is
that's commentator's
unfortunate.
curse. That's commentator's curse, dude.
Commentator's curse is talking about the game and the game ending.
About a
That's
commentator
the
too.
degree.
Feels bad.
Heart feels bad.
F's in the chat for our lady Holiday.
Wish you could have seen more.
Yeah. Oh,
Poor
let's see if
girl.
there's any more
Poor girl.
sets on deck or if everybody's in. Okay, looks like there's still something in pool 4, something in pool 2.
All right.
Yeah, it looks like there's still some stuff going on. Let's check out what's happening.
Is there any notable players playing right now?
I don't know. Let's find out. Zero matches not started. Oh, I'm looking at Slapball. Whoops.
We got commented
yeah,
Slapball,
there's a
dude.
few. Not started. Progress. I might be wrong. Maybe they're all done.
Someone in chat said Dendy's playing.
Yep, the baby versus Dendy is playing.
Oh, they're already in progress though.
Yep. Ouija and Calipico just finished.
Pools
Little
matches
Turtle
are
and
just
Hamstring Goodness are
Beating ahead without us.
playing.
I know I finished my 2 matches relatively quickly.
Yeah, it's probably part of the reason.
Pool
You only have
4
to
is
do like
done.
2 matches.
Yeah.
Pool
I
5
ca-
is done.
I know a lot of people didn't like
6
beta
is
bracket.
done.
Didn't
If-
like which beta bracket?
Beta bracket 4s. I know a lot of people were complaining about beta bracket 4 because of the system where if you like, went against someone who did well, then you have a better chance to top 32. And sometimes it seemed
Yeah.
inconsistent with who was getting through.
That's why we moved to double elimination, honestly. Like, I love the concept of everybody being able to play the same amount of games. But just the guarantee of knowing, like, we don't need to form a council to determine who moves on. The bracket just tells you. And not only that,
Yeah.
but due to the amount of DQs we often have in, like, that format, players that are at the bottom end up getting paired with those DQs anyways, so they end up playing less sets anyways. So why pick a format that is geared to have players on the low end of the spectrum play more sets if they're not going to play more sets? So I was just like, screw it, let's try double elimination, see what happens.
Yeah, you really can't go wrong with the standard brackets.
Yeah, like, and everybody knows how it works. I don't need to explain things. People don't need to wait. They know the gist. It makes my job a lot easier, and it makes the players feel a little bit more secure in the results. So
Oh, and
I think it,
also,
I think it was a really good decision because it also only took like a little over an hour, which is amazing. So that frees up a lot of time for future beta brackets that we can schedule around.
And also out of curiosity, before the bracket started, like, I know a lot of I know the pools were glitched. Was that just Smash GG glitching out?
What?
Because it was really weird for a while.
Here's the story behind that. So
let's
I
hear it.
was going through the people who weren't checked in, but since the list of people who aren't checked in only goes up to like 20, and there were more than 20, I was typing in like search for A, and then it displayed everybody with an A in their name, and then search for B, display everyone who had a B in their name. But for some reason, it like wasn't updating when I put in a character, so I was like clicking enter, trying to make it load, and enter ended up starting the bracket. I was like, oh crap. So I quickly went over to the bracket reset button and reset it, and then I was like, okay, let me fix this, and then I'll start it. And I tried starting it, and it didn't work. So it took me like 5 to 10 minutes to figure out what the heck was happening. And it turns out I hit reset on one of the pools, but it doesn't reset all the pools. You need to go to each pool individually and reset it.
Oh.
So, and then once I figured that out, I reset all of them, and once I reset the last one, it immediately started again, because I think it recognized the fact, oh, you were trying to start this? Let me start it for you. And I was like, ah, crap, let's hope this is fine. And it turns out it was fine, so I was like, okay, let's go. But for the next like 10 or 15 minutes, I was just sitting there checking every bracket meticulously to make sure, please
Fumbles.
make sure nothing is wrong.
Fumbles, that tournament chat was lit in the sense that it was literally on fire.
It was on fire.
Yeah.
I started it up with the drum roll. It's like, oh, this is so exciting. We're about to start with no problems on time. It won't let me start. And I'm like, oh, God.
No.
Here we go again.
I know the tournament chat descended into kind of a meme hell for about 10 minutes, I think it was.
Solid.
Which is just... It was like a Cliff's Notes version of the art channel a few weeks ago.
It's a good way to put it.
Which, by the way, reminder, everybody post lewds in the art channel.
Why would we do that?
Because Kree allowed it.
No.
Kree wants to allow it.
They're never going to let me live that down. Never, ever. Let me clarify.
Oh,
If it
Fumbles
shows
and
like
Henry
a
seem
little
bad.
cleavage, or
Actually-
maybe like a slightly suggestive pose, it's
I'm not-
fine. Just no porn. What is wrong with you people?
I'm not sure if Henry's upset, but I think Fumbles is. Yo, you just told me
you
that.
know, this is the perfect time to get Fumbles in on commentary. Hold on, Adam.
Oh boy.
I need to hear his 2 cents.
Yeah, let's get Fumbles in here.
No, actually, I'm doing it.
Nice.
Yeah, you should be able to add people to the group.
Fumbles here.
Why?
I'm defending you, Fumbles.
I'm not even commentating anything. It's no match going on. Why invite me?
Because we have so much spare time.
We want to hear your
Have you
2
ever been in a
cents.
beta bracket where on a Saturday night at 9:30 you could safely say everyone is done and we're good?
Yeah, no. Fumbles and I are commentating. What are you talking about?
We got 5 people now. This is sick.
All right, yeah, but we can do like a podcasty thing now while I set up top 32
Sure.
seating.
Oh
Alright.
boy, this
We
is
can talk about how fucking bad I am. Excuse my language. How bad I am. Holy moly.
Nice.
Fumbles, did you drown in
It's so
pools?
bad.
Did I what?
Oh, was that Holly?
Yeah, I'm so bad, dude.
Dude, you're fine.
We both
you
choked
choked
like
at the
5
end.
different
It
times.
happens.
Dude, no. We were talking about it in chat for a little bit. He and I choked like 5 different times. It was crazy.
Yeah, fair enough.
Did you ask me a question, Green?
No, I don't. I asked if you drowned in pools because I heard like, I basically assumed you were Holly, because I didn't know Holly was in the chat, but Holly's in the chat, so it was Holly. Does that clarify things?
You
I guess.
assumed I drowned in pools?
And that's why I was really surprised. I was like, why is Fumbles complaining? What
Absolutely
happened?
no
what could have
faith.
possibly happened?
no faith in Fumbles. Oh my God, Kree.
I know.
Wow, man.
Must have been like asleep or something. I don't know.
Kree's usually the only one that supports me in commentary, man. I'm hurt.
I
You were a
support
good
you, what are you talking
commentator. It
about?
just was a really
I called you sick the first time
like
I
a really
commentated.
bad circumstance where you came into
Also-
commentary.
Henry really wants to know about the Ludes Fumbles.
No.
Not sure.
Yeah, let's-
You're gonna have
Oh,
to
shit.
really
Person.
dig in the
Let's
art
add
channel.
Henry
We already talked
You're gonna have
about
to
it. We already-
really dig in the art channel.
No, we don't.
Have I ever told you guys about the story about my porn folder?
Look,
Let's hear
What?
it.
Yes, here.
Okay, so
no, this
you
is
know
a bad
how like
story.
no, trust me, it's good. So you know how like people try to hide their porn folder or whatever?
Right.
So I have mine directly in the center of my desktop, and when you go into it, it gets like the categories start getting more and more specific the like more folders you go in. So like every time you go into a folder, it comes into like several separate subgenres, and then it keeps going like over and over.
How far
And
did
then
you go?
eventually, when you do get to it, it's just one video per folder, and each one is a different commercial for a Chia Pet.
Oh my god, that is
Why do you have
excessive.
them on your desktop?
I'm
You're
so-
beating yourself.
I'm sorry,
Yeah.
but I need to ask. You get off to Chia Pets?
No, I mean that's up to interpretation, but
Wait, you don't?
Wait, what?
all right, wait. This is a confession on your part now. This is a you thing now.
This isn't
Oh.
us.
All
I
I'm
just
gonna
figured.
say-
I just figured that if anybody was gonna go onto my computer looking for loot stuff to see what I'm into, and make fun of me for it, that would be the first place they'd go. So I led them on a wild goose chase, only to be given Chia Pets, the pottery that grows.
Oh my god.
That's amazing. Thank you.
All I'm gonna say on this topic is no crops.
No
Crops
crop
are
dog.
basically no. I didn't like the
But
crops.
Chia Pets are
It is-
crops. You grow crops.
That's not what I meant.
That's what that is.
Is it? I don't think chia is a crop.
Chia Pets
is
are
chia
roots,
considered
when
a
you
crop?
really think about it.
Sure, if you want it to be. For the sake of
Do
the
you
joke, yes.
harvest your chia pets?
Not Geopets, Chia Pets.
I said
Diode.
chia pets.
Geopet!
What
I
is a
said
not
chia
Diode.
pet?
You said Diode said Geopets.
I don't know.
Calling them out.
Those commercials were lit though, where you could like saw
Yeah,
it.
Chia.
I hate
And I
you
was
guys.
like,
Chia
whoa.
Pets. The pottery that
I want
grows.
one now. It's gonna grow in 3 seconds.
And
I
then they
want
had the Obama Chia Pet.
The
That was
Obama
nice.
chia pet.
There's no
There was
Obama
an
Chia
Obama
Pet?
Chia Pet, yes.
Oh yeah, there is
There
an.
were chia
I'm
pets
not
of
surprised,
everything.
honestly.
Does
Yeah,
it
there
grow
were a
up
lot
there?
of. There were Chia Pets.
What?
I swear it.
Hold on, let's.
I know.
Did y'all
No,
hear about
no.
the Bob Ross Geopet?
Yes, I did.
I
It's
want
great.
one.
I have one. Back at my home,
great.
I have one. Do you want me to get it for you guys? Like, I'll take a picture of
Absolutely.
it next time I go home.
No.
Are there
Get a picture of it and Creel put it on stream.
I mean.
I don't have one right now. I'm not at home. I'm at my apartment.
Yes, there is a Bob Ross Chia Pet.
Yeah, it is. It's great.
I'm not
I
a
love
liar.
This
It.
is what
It's
happens.
got the smile and everything.
There's a Groot Geopet. That's
Diode doesn't
adorable.
know Chia Pets. Can someone ban him? Ban mod?
He's a
Ban
mod.
Diode.
Don't
This is
don't
what happens
don't
when you
actually
crack
ban
rules.
people in
It's
the
too
chat unless
sweet.
they
No,
deserve
please
it.
don't.
Like,
Don't take. No, don't. Please don't.
Too late!
That was a
Too
meme.
late!
Rapidio,
Oh,
I
it's all
swear to
over.
God, don't make me
Too
lay
late.
down the hammer.
Ban.
Oh, Henry
How
linked a
come-
good video in chat.
How come I'm only allowed in commentary when it's derailing?
Fumbles, you know,
I want to
when you
commentate. I want to
inevitably
commentate with fumbles.
end up
I
having
wanna
to wait
commentate
in
with fumbles.
grands or whatever, then you
Yo,
can
that
come
actually-
commentate a couple, okay?
Yeah, maybe if I just like lose, then I'll
Or
have
you could
time to
just
commentate.
throw. Just throw or choke.
I
Do
mean,
something.
I,
You could FF.
you just told Fumbles to choke!
I
You
don't
could
know.
wanted
choke,
to
throw,
die.
or FF. That's one of the three.
You want me to suffocate Kree? What the hell?
Okay,
That's
Fumbles,
messed up.
what event
That's
are
lewd.
you not
That's
in
lewd.
day
That's
2
lewd.
in?
I had to drop slap ball, and I hate everybody for it.
Okay, Slapball doesn't have a day 2. Try again.
Oh, then everything.
I hate you.
Wow, that's
I
not
wanted
nice.
to play slap ball,
That's
and you guys
mean.
didn't let me. You bullied me until I said, okay, I have to drop an event.
I bullied no one. I was told,
I was
hey,
bullied.
look, Fumbles has 5 events, and there's a 4 event cap. And I was like, oh yeah, he must have
Why
registered
is there
before
a
I made the
4
4
event
event cap.
And
then
I
they were
wonder
like,
why there's a
we should
4
probably make him not have
cap now.
5 events. I was
Why
like,
is there
I
a
mean,
4
I
event
guess
cap?
that makes sense.
I wonder why.
I'm still upset because I had to drop
I
Duck
just
Game
want
play
to play
doubles.
slap ball.
I know.
Yo, somebody
Duck
funny match me.
game?
Slap ball right now. On stream.
I love Duck Game is like the tits. I'm just saying.
that is.
Yeah, I was really. You know, there's like an error. Kree, I forgot to mention this to you. There's an error with the like SEO tournament page.
Uh-huh.
It says the main event is singles, like for Slap City, and not Duck Game. What's going on there?
Oh my.
Yeah, what the hell?
Duck Game
I
doesn't
was
have a
peer
day
pressured.
2, unfortunately. Maybe the day it
Alright,
has a day 2,
Kree's
it
banned.
will be in
Ban
contention
Kree.
for being a main event.
Bankery on it.
Kree's banned.
I was peer pressured into buying Duck Game, and it's pretty expensive for a meme game.
How much is it?
It's
It's like
like
$7.
That's not
no,
that
it's like
much.
13 to 16 bucks. or
What?
something.
Why is it
It's
$13?
Buy it off of
14.
G2A or
Bucks?
something. It's probably like
I
In
$4
played
what world
bucks.
is Duck Game worth $14?
I played it for 3 hours,
How
and I
much is
don't
it?
know
I'm
if
gonna look it
play
up.
again.
I'm gonna look how much it is on G2A. It's gonna be like
It's worth
$4.
every penny. It's worth every penny. Anyone who says otherwise is a heretic.
Look,
You know,
I had competitive players showing me the ropes, and I'm still like, I don't see it. This game's okay. It's a good meme game, but it ain't no $14 meme game.
What? You gotta be
It's a-
kidding
It's
me.
a
That's twice as much as
$14
Slap City. I
meme
played
game.
it.
Wait,
400 hours.
Kree, did people get their copies of the 12 Labors of Hercules yet?
I don't know. I
never
don't
did
know how
get
they would
that.
get them.
I never did get
Fumbles definitely didn't get his copy.
I'm not the distributor
How
of
many
whatever
hours do
this
I have in
game
Duck
is.
Game? Hold on.
Am I?
All right, Fumbles.
Was I ever
let me,
granted
do real quick. I need to
distribution
give you
rights?
your-
I don't know.
What is? What's
I
happening?
never gave you your prize, your extra prize for winning the
Oh,
BB4.
prize. Right.
Yeah.
Also,
I forgot to give it to you.
this is
Right.
bullshit. Duck Game
Let's hear it.
is $9.50 on G2A. How is that possible?
What?
it's worth every
What
penny,
is
dude.
G2A?
G2A literally like is the
Why do we have
marketplace
so
for
many
Steam keys.
uneducated people?
It usually is the lowest you can find a game, and it's $9.50. That means it's like never had a Steam sale. There's not bulk copies. Why? How is this a game
I think you're jumping to conclusions, Kree.
okay? I could buy
type of
like
game it
Civ
is-
5 for cheaper than this.
Yeah, but that's Civ 5. It's not Duck Game.
All right, whatever.
Also, it's $13.
Another
on the
problem, if you buy
That's fair
Duck
enough.
Game, everybody in SEO is gonna want to play you, and by everybody, I mean like the 4 competitive players who have thousands of hours on it. So
I don't ha-
you just get bodied.
store. Hey, I don't have thousands of hours. I only have 620.
Oh wow,
Only.
that's totally better.
Why?
Because it's Duck Game.
You're very strange. You're like
What?
the guy. You're like the guy who what do you have? He had I think his name was Rat King, and he had 10,000 hours on Bad Rats, and his review for it was "It's okay."
Did someone say bad rats?
That's
Yeah, I
a meme
said
game.
Bad Rats.
Duck Game is a spiritual journey.
I thought you were about to say it's a spiritual successor to Bad Rats. I was like, what?
Duck Game giveaways, rep.
I'll do a Duck Game giveaway.
Yeah, do like a sub tournament with like the 3 people, and then like whoever wins gets Duck Game. That
I'm
works.
down for that.
I'll do a sub tournament with my 3 subs.
Is
I'll
it
sub
literally
for you,
3? Yes.
Yo, Rapidio, I have like maybe one more than that. Like,
Yo, I'm down to do a Duck.
Kree!
I'm
I'm about
down-
to be Kree! Let's go!
I don't know how many
Let's
subs I have,
go.
honestly. Is there any way to
Jeez
check the
Louise.
count for that? I know I have Axe. Axe is a sub. Not like Axe the melee player, but Axe,
Axe
Fresh.
Fresh.
Yeah.
Max Fresh, yeah.
No, I
I
have a
got
couple
9.
more.
I
They
mean,
just
not
don't talk as
currently.
frequently in the chat.
Fumbles, I hit you up on Steam. You have to add me so I can give you your gift.
What's the gift?
I don't know. Are you
Your
giving me a
pri-
game?
Yeah,
What's
yeah, it's your prize for winning BB4. I agreed to do this long ago.
How
and I
many
never did
keys
it.
does he get
Wait.
again? Was it like
No,
16?
you were gonna give me like you were adding money in the Iron Man bracket or something.
I already did that.
Okay,
No,
I
no,
didn't
he
know.
added money to Cruise. I added money to Iron Man because I lost to
Yeah,
Pastor.
but I also agreed to give people a copy of one of the greatest games of all time.
Oh lord.
Duck Game?
No, I said one
Best
of.
worst
please.
game ever. You
Can
mean
you-
best
can you give
best
us
game
a
ever?
hint?
I don't know what you're
Banned.
talking about.
Banned.
I spent 50 cents on games that I've played for hundreds of hours. I spent $14 in Duck Game. And I've only plan on playing it for 3 hours.
And I regret every
What
second
50
of it.
cent game have you played for hundreds of hours?
Which one is it called? Wait, I don't remember his name.
You
There was
already-
one I had
you,
in mind.
You repressed it because you played Duck Game. And you realized
Exactly.
what true
I just don't have
beauty is.
shit installed anymore. Hold on.
Dude,
Here you
watching
go.
a duck game is an experience.
It's a dungeon crawler.
I was commentating Duck Game today, and that is wonky.
Watching it when you don't understand what's going on is
Yeah,
honestly
he-
the best thing ever.
Wait, one second. There you
I
go.
don't remember.
The sad moment when like the best way to look at results is when you're not in admin mode on Smash.gg.
Really?
Yeah, there's just like
Feels
a
deals,
lot
man.
better ways to see results when you're not in admin because it's like catered towards like the people who are like watching and paying attention to it, not necessarily the people that are running it. So the people who are running it, I guess they just think that Smash.gg is going to take care of a lot of the back-end stuff, and that we're not going to have to dig too deep into it. But since I'm refactoring the top 32 based on my own algorithm, I need to do some digging.
I thought the pools would auto-make the seeds depending on who played who.
No, because the way
who
that
won what.
happens is that round 1 would be, for example, let's take Pool A. There's 4 people coming out of Pool A. The way Smash.gg does it is that the first seed and the 4th seed of Pool A will play each other, and then the 2nd and 3rd seed of Pool A will play each other, and then the winner of each of that will play each other in round 2. And I don't want that. I want as few pool interaction as possible, if I can avoid it. So I created an algorithm that does the opposite and actually makes it so that you have no chance of encountering someone in your pool until round 3. And in losers, you won't encounter someone until, hypothetically, round 3. But there is some cases where maybe a minor upset might happen and you'll play in round 2, losers.
Alright.
I spent like an hour doing bracket theory, just trying to concoct this algorithm, so I'm implementing it right now.
Yo, Korea's a big nerd.
I am a huge nerd. I have a minor in math, I'll have you know.
He studied PR, or what was it?
Studied PR.
Is it bad I've kind of studied PR, like, a little?
Is it bad that I don't know what that means?
It means
Public relations? It could also mean power rankings, depending on what you're talking about.
Can you clarify which one you studied?
that's
Both?
that's the
Kind
option
of.
select. That's the option select. Hey, I study PR. What, power rankings or public relations? Yes.
Public revelations is completely different.
Public relations.
Revelations?
So
Nothing like having an existential crisis in public.
So it's
You
been
know?
about. It's been a while. Are we done? Is there any matches?
It ended literally like a half hour ago.
Oh,
We're just having
WTF.
fun now.
Dude,
Yeah, we're just big chilling.
double
Okay.
elimination
Yeah,
pools
yeah,
is the
Friendly's going?
future. I
Yeah,
really liked it
I'd be
besides
down
the
for
start.
Anybody want to do free for all? Free for all, anybody?
I'd be willing to spectate if people just want to play friendlies in the background. It's kind of like an impromptu podcast for now.
Okay.
I'll join lobby. I got you.
I guess the 4 of
I'll
us
probably
can-
dip
can
at some
commentate
point because
and play.
I think people are playing Mario Party and I'm all over
Oh
that.
yeah,
Oh
Mario
yeah, wait.
Party
I'm
after
spo-
parties is.
Wait,
a
I'm
big thing.
supposed to be playing. I'm supposed to be commentating.
What if we
now.
did Mario Party pools now? Save time
Yeah,
tomorrow.
why don't you stream it? Because we're not doing anything else.
Yeah. No, this is a good time for a podcast. What the hell?
Yeah, I mean that's
Mario
what
Party
we're doing.
podcast? Heck yeah.
Okay, Mario Party podcast. What's the
No,
best
we gotta
Mario Party?
commentate Mario Party. That
No,
came
no,
in
no, no, no,
Well,
this
yeah,
is-
no, that's
this
what I
is-
mean.
hold
We're
on.
Are
commentating.
you saying you can't
Mario Party.
This is-
commentate yourself
this
playing
is
Mario
important.
Party?
Wait, we're playing Mario
important.
Party?
What?
We're
Yes,
commentating
I don't
Mario
know.
The best
Party.
Mario Party.
I'm not playing
No,
Mario
No,
Party.
we
I'm seeding.
can't commentate ourselves, Creed.
Everybody,
Not allowed.
what is the best Mario Party?
6.
4.
Okay.
Well, no, I didn't mean 6. I didn't mean 6. I meant 5. Or no, 4.
Yeah,
I
4.
agree.
4 is the best.
Something-
2 and
something
3
about
I've heard
people
are
just
decent, and 6
immediately-
is also decent, but 4 is the best.
Yes, 4 is the best. I agree.
2 freaking answers and then dead silence. It's like people were having like a stare down. Like people are angry over the answer. I see the 2 of you like look at each other and like slowly unholster your guns.
Also, if this is going to be a Mario Party podcast, we need very different commentators in here.
No, I'm
More
good. I'm good.
professionals.
I
Wait,
want
what
this.
was-
Yeah, no. This is what it has to be. Yeah. Come on.
Hey, all I know is I'm dipping out once Pung and Mint get in that other VC.
All right.
Until then, I'm going to judge you guys for your opinions. So why did nobody say 3?
That was the question? I don't even remember the Mario Party.
I don't remember what you asked.
I
I know
was
Mario
being-
Party 1 and 2 by actual name. All I know is that one of the GameCube ones is my favorite.
Fair
6
enough.
is a GameCube one, so it could be.
I
What-
enjoy all
say,
Mario.
Give us context clues.
I
don't-
support party equality.
It's not that I
all
have one in
games are
mind,
Fun,
it's-
except the newer ones, which make you go in a car. That one was garbage.
Oh yeah, that was
I can agree.
bad. The mini games were okay, but the game was bad.
Yeah.
But to answer you, Rev, it's not that I have a specific Mario Party in mind. It's more so that I know that one of them on GameCube was the one that I enjoyed most. I don't remember which one it was. I'd have to like play them all to. No, I started the wrong game. I started the. What is this? 12 Labors of Hercule game?
Yeah, that's your gift.
I'm gonna play it on stream and you're gonna watch. Not
Can
right
I-
now, but
Oh.
like
That's what I'm hoping for.
sometime.
Yeah. Can I commentate?
It's $3 whole. That's the price of a meme game. See,
Well,
not-
no. When I
Dumb
okay,
game's not a meme game!
So
How much is
the-
Garfield Kart?
So the story behind the 12 Labors of Hercules was that at one point it was on sale for $10 a copy, or not $10, sorry, 10 cents.
Oh my god.
So
That's a slight difference.
I had $3.40 in my Steam wallet, so I decided that I would buy 34 copies of the 12 Labors of Hercules, and at some point in time they would become applicable to my life.
That is a good.
I have had these
purchase.
for 2 years.
Okay, but when am I getting one?
And now you have.
When you win something, idiot.
You should like really like. I didn't even know you were doing that. Like, what is it just for the #1 winner, or is it for every bracket?
Yeah, because I'm actually running low on them now. I've only got 3 left. Which does
Dang.
mean that I have distributed 31 copies of the 12 Labors of Hercules.
Just
Who's
out of
gotten them, though?
curiosity,
Done
are
the
you
world a
part
great
of
service.
the team for that game?
What? I've never played it. I don't actually own a copy of the 12 Labors of Hercules. I don't have
Why
one.
don't you install one?
I am
That's
very
really
confused.
Yeah, no, I don't have one.
That's
I don't
my
know.
favorite
I've
part.
never looked at the game. I've never played the game. I don't know what it is. All I know is that the thumbnail for it is Hercules smiling like a dork, and I figured that would make.
I still need to add that as an emote, by the way.
Probably.
Oh, yeah,
It's-
Hercules
it's basically a
smiling,
meme
yeah,
at this
heck yeah.
point.
Please,
Okay, so
please,
that gives you
please
a
send me
better
an image
reason.
of that again so I can crop it out later today.
Okay.
That's an even better reason to like watch me play it, because I'm gonna play it.
No,
I'm playing
actually,
on-
hold on. This is the ultimatum. I'm gonna add it as an emote when you give me the game.
Okay. I'll do that.
Let's
but we
go.
don't even know what the game is.
I'm just gonna buy like a bunch of really cheap games and just keep giving them over to Fumbles so you can play them on stream.
No, I can't.
Yeah.
My whole life is gonna become meme city. if you do
Yeah.
that.
Well, at least I'm giving you something to do, right?
I mean, not like Slap City's right here though.
Yeah, but you know,
Who cares about Slap City?
Are we streaming Mario Party? I'm waiting, man. Come on.
Yeah, I'm waiting
Get
to
some hype
commentate here.
Mario Party
gonna-
going.
I'm gonna stream Mario Party in just a bit, but right now, I gotta get stuff set up.
Alright,
We need real commentators.
Fire up.
This is intense.
Are you calling me not? Are you saying I'm not a real commentator?
No, I mean real commentators for like Mario Party. Like I don't know if you guys have
Yes,
standards
yes.
and you do commentating, but it needs to
No,
be. Like,
not for Mario Party.
Yeah, well, we better.
First of all, I don't have standards for anything.
Fair.
Second of all, Mario Party is one of the least.
Yeah, Holiday, I just had a question quick.
Hi.
You told us the backstory of why you own many copies of the 12 Days of
I
Hercules.
completely forgot the backstory.
Yeah.
Don't worry
But-
about it.
It was
What-
cheap,
what-
and he bought a lot.
Do you know the in-game story of the game?
Well, I would assume it would be based around the 12 Labors of Hercules,
Of course.
as the name implies. So I would say yes, I do. Does it take many creative liberties from the 12 Labors of Hercules?
Do you know that?
I'm asking the question. It's not rhetorical.
I can't answer that.
Then what kind of then why are you asking me?
Cause I want to know. I want to know the story, dude.
All right, well, let me go to
Well, you better
Wikipedia
tune
real
in.
quick. Wikipedia Hercules.
No, don't spoil it. I'm gonna play it. Don't spoil it.
Labors of Hercules. Here we go.
Just watch my stream.
The
no.
12 Labors of Hercules, or of Hercules, are a series of episodes concerning a penance carried out by Heracles, the greatest of the
Spoilers!
Greek heroes whose name was later Romanized as Hercules. They were accomplished over 12 years at the service of King King
Eurycles?
Eurytol. The episodes were later connected by a continuous narrative. The establishment of a fixed cycle of 12 labors was attributed to the Greeks by an epic poem now lost, written by Lysander, dated about 600 BC. After Hercules killed his wife and children, he went to the oracle at Delphi. He prayed to the god, not Adam. He prayed at the fucking excuse my language.
Okay.
He prayed to the god Apollo for guidance. Hercules was told to serve the king of Myconins.
You need to study your Greek, my dude.
Homie, shut it.
Homie, shut it.
For 12 years. During these 12 years, Hercules is sent to perform 12 difficult feats called labors. I like me some feet.
Okay.
Give Rim feet, by the way.
Like
Hey, that's not for me to worry about. FEAT, however, I thought I'd be unfunny for a moment and say that.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I'm glad we had this discussion. Hey, Kree.
Hi.
When is Beta Bracket 4 survey gonna happen?
Is that a legitimate question, or are you just drawing attention to the fact that there was no Beta Bracket 4 survey?
I don't know what happened, and I was upset because I was like,
very busy. I'm very sorry.
okay, this survey better be like twice as thick. I'm telling you.
Speaking of thick,
no,
I don't like that transition.
I don't like that transition either.
Continue.
Yeah, keep going though.
yeah, I'm all for getting Rem feet though.
Oh my god.
What we really need to know though is take away her jumps because she already has up B. That's broken enough, right?
You ever realize she has peg legs?
Yeah, that's why we want to give her feet.
Yeah, no, it's like really messed up.
Oh.
It's not cool. That's all. That was the end of my thought.
All right. I'm glad you shared it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So that was, I guess, an upset. Yeah, to an extent. So there were people
what
wondering
was?
What was happening with Babunga? He did make it to day 2. Don't get me wrong, but like he got knocked into losers by XJ Henry.
Yeah, he lost to Henry.
Another notable upset was Seach versus Dume. Seach knocked Dume into losers.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just keep counting out upsets.
So I'm gonna dig up an old joke here. Horrible in chat says gamer girl feet. I don't know if you're trying to make a callback to a certain event that happened last time.
This has nothing to do with
Something didn't even exist
with
during
Remedy.
that time. We don't need to get involved anymore. We avoided this controversy.
No, I'm talking about the. Never mind. Don't worry about it.
Okay, I'm
not
not
a
worried.
girl. That's all I'm gonna say.
I don't know what's going on actually.
I'm not a girl.
Is it really that wrong to want to give Rem feet so they match her hurt boxes though?
Yeah, it has nothing to do with rigging. You guys are gross, man. You just want her to step on you. You guys, come on, man. That's not the reason, you know.
Well, she already walks all over me. I don't really have a fucking reason.
When am I ever walking with Rim? Are you kidding? I'm never
That's
walking.
a good point. That's a good point, Fumbles. You tell him, Fumbles.
If you're walking with Rem, you're doing something
Remedy
wrong.
doesn't need feet.
She's
Remedy's
always
a
either
bird.
sliding or flying.
You ever realize that Goddess doesn't have feet at all?
Goddess doesn't have a body, dude.
She doesn't have legs.
She has a face and hands.
And a dress.
All she needs.
Something needs to stay there.
Well, actually, in her in Goddess 6, she doesn't even have a face. She just has 2 eyes.
Oh. It's kind of scary. I don't like that.
I was gonna talk about Henry Babunga. Like, how much of an upset is that? Because I know
It's,
Henry,
like-
he might not be ranked right now, but he's
really good. That's why I said kind of an upset. It's just like Babunga's a really good player, and XJ Henry is also a really good player. Just maybe not necessarily as like a decorated, I guess is a good word. That being said,
newer.
I believe it because I'd say Fish versus Remedy is one of the hardest matchups in the game right now, and XJ Henry is a very good Remedy. So like even one of the best Fishes is gonna struggle with that matchup.
Yeah, because like, I wouldn't consider it's obviously an upset because Henry hasn't been active lately, but I wouldn't really consider it that like too big of an upset because obviously I beat Babunga I think last week. Basically,
If I would have had to put money on that match, I would have put on it. That's just
yeah, that's what I would have done.
Yeah.
It's like once you understand the matchup from one side, it's kind of like you know who's gonna win if they're gonna play. You don't know how it's gonna happen, but I guarantee it'll happen.
I would say of all the issues, that would be the reason looking to Remedy. Like, I know Ludosity. I agree with them on the concept of. I don't think the concept of Remedy, like her fundamental character design, is flawed. It's different and controversial for sure, but I think it's doable. But something should probably change. It's kind of like not cool what it can do to characters like Fish Bungeon.
The problem with Remedy as a character is that she suffers from what I call LOL syndrome, which is where you make a character that's cool in concept, but ends up having a kit that isn't suited for balance, they will always be really good or really bad. There's like only so much with numbers that you can adjust for certain characters to like balance them, and Remedy's such a volatile character where just like a little bit of numbers added on can like make the difference.
I believe Remedy can be
Yeah,
balanced.
I don't
It-
think
it-
that's very true either.
I think she needs a rework.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Is
Yeah.
that she's a character that needs a rework.
She needs a bit of
Given
a
her
rework.
current kit, she'll never be like quote perfectly balanced.
You shouldn't. I think maybe you shouldn't be able to immediately recharge your up B when you land. It should be kind of like a jetpack type effect where you have to like be grounded for a certain amount of time to kind of regain it a bit. And then Flask, let's be honest, is a bit too
That could
powerful. Maybe.
Flask.
It's just
Charge
yeah.
Flask is the issue.
Yeah. Either
Mostly
make the
charge
explosion radius a little bit smaller or make the knockback just less because.
They could keep the Rim with her tools the way she is if they nerfed almost everything that she has. That's the problem,
But
though. Is like, do you
that's-
want to nerf everything she has, or do you want to just rework one or two?
But
moves?
that's what I mean by lull syndrome, in that when you have a kit like hers, those numbers are either there's not going to be like a good spot for it most of the time. It's either going to be this character's not good enough or this character's too good. You know what I mean? It's
There's not
too
a lot
volatile.
of mid-tier floaties in Smash. There's really not.
Yeah, there are.
I mean,
like
look at
Apsa, probably
Jigglypuff.
mid-tier,
Jigglypuff,
and
I guess, is
Finals.
an example of this LOL character you're talking about. It's very controversial. People who play her are either like not very good with her or you're hungry box. Like it's very polarizing and kind of grinds against what everybody else is doing because it's so different. That being said, I like the design of Jigglypuff. I'll be honest. I think it's a great addition to the game.
Yeah.
Like in
An aerial. Oh, you go.
no, I was just gonna kind of go under the direction that you were, but like,
Oh, okay.
yeah, go for it.
Well, an aerial-based character is obviously healthy for a game because, like, if you all have same like grounded characters with aerials, say like someone like, in my opinion, Idle, she's more of a grounded character
Uh-huh.
and not really focused around air.
Unless you use Bottle Bunch.
Butting. Yeah, unless she's butting. Where it's much healthier to have different types of characters in games. But if it's a type of game like Melee, where the archetype is almost everyone's grounded and aerials are more preserved for very certain characters, when you face a character that's completely aerial based, it just completely disrupts the way the game is actually played.
Fair.
So
Yeah,
That's how I see it.
that's a good way to put it. Is that Jigglypuff changes the fundamentals of how the game needs to be played.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's
But I
based.
like that when
Yeah.
that's why I think floaties are good for and healthy for
Yeah.
games like this.
They
agree.
are, as long as, but like, there's a difference between mixing it up and creating a broken character.
They just they went overboard with it.
There's a couple things that just need a rework. That's all.
And in
In
all
my
honesty-
opinion, the best way to handle it is a rework, not changing numbers. That's my opinion. But
Mhm.
I don't want to see. The thing is, I mostly say that because I don't want to see Remedy nerfed into the ground, and I don't want to see her be
Busted.
like invalidate certain characters. I prefer to have characters in a sweet spot where they're very, very solid and good if you know what you're doing with them, but not
Busted.
not busted to the point where like their kit is too volatile to balance around.
I've been on this train lately, like, not saying that it needs to happen or anything, but when people say add weight to Rim, I counter it with she might be better with less weight. She's not the lightest character in the game right now. Ruby is. And that's why she lives so long, because a lot of the kill options are off the side.
Yeah, they need to fix her gravity first, because in my set against Booker, for my top 32 set, he spiked me, I think, twice when I was around 30. I went to the blast zone, and because of the way the spike worked, I didn't go straight down into it. I went, like, diagonally, and I was able to recover and take the game. And I think if they fix her gravity so she properly gets spiked and sent in the way they intended, it could probably fix a decent amount of the issues she has with getting comboed by certain characters and such.
I don't
And
really
It's
know
downward momentum.
the logistics of their
Problem.
engine they use, but is spikes dependent on floatiness, or is gravity
gravity,
and
I
floatiness
think.
completely separate? Like, does getting knocked down have the same properties as getting knocked up.
I hate to interrupt, by the way. I'm being called to go do stuff, so
Yeah, no
Oh,
problem.
pleasure talking to you about
Alright.
some game balance and
See
stuff.
you later, man. Thanks for
Yeah,
stopping by.
see ya.
But I think you're right, because that's the only thing I can think of. Like, I don't know how else it's messed up like that. But, like, I don't know who the second floatiest character, Jenny, but people say that she gets spiked just fine, and she's
Yeah.
not that much, not that less floaty than Remedy is, right?
I don't think by much, no. She doesn't get hit by like Fish F tilt up B at lower percents. Or she does, but she gets out earlier than most other characters. That's like how I use a baseline is Fish's F tilt up B is like a baseline of whether or not like a character's floaty and how fast they can get out of it. Because like if a character like Jenny can get out of it say by like 70 around a kill percent, then that's fairly floaty and she can avoid kill options kind of like how Remedy can, except Remedy can do it earlier obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Her recovery is also better, so even if Jenny did not get spiked super hard, she'd probably still die.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I think the way, as far as my understanding of gravity in this game is, it depends. It completely affects on how you either get sent upwards or downwards at the same time, because obviously Remedy dies extremely early off the top. In some cases, dies really late off the side and just doesn't get spiked at all. So that's just my basic understanding of it, is that gravity affects all of those things. So.
I mean, it has to. I don't see any other.
Yeah.
So, I think I'm not playing Remedy optimally. I think
Yeah.
Remedy's optimal playstyle is timeouts against
Mhm.
4 or 5. if not
That's
6
not
of
the
characters
kind of
he has.
character we want. I'm just gonna
Well,
say it
certainly
now.
not the character we want.
I don't do it because I mean you see
It's
me
not fun.
camp. You see me camp to an extent, but like
Mhm.
if I really wanted to beat Cairo into the ground, I would literally just time him out.
It'll and
Like,
Fish
I can do that.
have
I've done it in friendlies.
such
Kills
a
only man.
limited kit against Remedy if she decides to just play keep away. There's so little you can do.
With Fish, I disagree. I
Really?
think Fish is one of the harder characters to camp, especially air camping just does not
Yeah.
work. Ground camping works, but he has side B, and it's very hard to if he's baiting flat or baiting your mine, it's very hard. He can just go in whenever he
What
wants.
would you recommend
Air
to
beats.
Fishes then? Because that's pretty agreed upon right now as one of the worst
Okay.
matchups in the game.
I think it's bad, but I don't think it's because of like rim camping. Like that matchup's actually volatile. It's very it gets aggressive at times. But when like
And-
I can't just time Fish out. It's not. I've tried. I timed Cairo out like 3 times in a row in friendlies, and I'm like, all right, Babunga, get in here, and it was like down to 3 minutes every time. I was trying my best to time out.
Yeah, the thing about Fish Remedy is that Fish's when I was playing against Babunga, I'm pretty sure Fumbles pointed this out too, is that he wasn't tilting my flasks at all, and people were like asking what Fish can do about that. If Fishes can like learn to bait out flasks, tilt them, or even get under them to an extent, because like the way Booker plays the matchup, he almost completely counters the way I play the matchup. He always waits for my flasks to come out, and he always punishes end lag, which is obviously my fault. But in my opinion, it is doable and not as bad as everyone makes it out to be. But it's obviously still a bad matchup. But Fishes can learn to deal with flasks to an extent, because flasks aren't absolutely broken versus Fish, in my opinion.
I think Flask is yeah, they're good for edge guarding. They're good for
The ledge
combos.
traps.
They're good for traps. They aren't good in neutral, and that's a hot take, but I think that's true.
Hmm.
Like there's not a lot of Fishes that are dealing with them correctly. Like I learned literally like a week and a half ago or something that like Fish can side B and then jump cancel up tilt. Like that's something everybody does, but I just noticed like, oh wait, that's what they're doing. And if you do that, like if you can just like react to, oh, she's about to clutch Flask, you literally just go in, jump cancel up tilt, slide across the whole stage, and it beats the Flask and hits Remedy. Like it's insane. You can't like you have to start if they're waiting for you, you have to start baiting it and like canceling and going for back air instead, or canceling going for mine instead. It's like what I had to do against Dumais the first time I played him in bracket. Dumais was really good at like going in between my flask and ignoring my mind because he knows that I'm in my flask animation. And like Fish can do that, but a lot faster. And I had to start like completely not using flask or like baiting flask and forcing bad options out of him. It's still, you can still win doing that, but the point of the story is that Fish is not as bad against flask as people think.
It's more so her other options that wall him out. And something else that's interesting against Remedy for Fish is how well Booker can cover Remedy above a Fish. Because almost whenever I'm above him, if I'm recovering around, say, even high, like around like a good distance above the stage, he'll almost like 9 times out of 10 he will hit me no matter what.
Well, like get a up tilt when you're trying to come dare?
Not up tilt. It's more like if I recover high and I go over him, he can almost always catch me with a either an up B, like a up B read, try and bait, like so whenever I try to get back on stage, he can up B read, or he can, if I try to go in for ledge, like even against Babunga, he did this to me. He down tilted me when I went straight for ledge, and ended up getting a kill confirm off it because I lost my double jump and couldn't get out and air dodge in time. Yeah. So it's like Fish can cover a decent amount of Remedy's options if he puts her in the correct situation for it. Like if she's without her double jump and she's starting to run low on float, there's a good amount of stuff Fish can do against her, and Booker really like utilizes that really well.
Fish has the most kill confirms on Remedy,
which is,
I'm pretty sure that's true.
Which is weird because they're not many.
They're not many, and half of them are bad DI, but they exist and you can react to it. And when you do, it kills really early. Like the one thing that Fish is bad with is in that matchup is that he's just a punching bag. But that kind of goes for every matchup. If he gets hit, he's taking a free 60 to 80%. And if he doesn't DI correctly, he might just die. Like that's just how it is. But like that's why aggressive Rim might be better. Hey Rambo, is that you?
Hello.
You're just talking about stuff while I see top 32.
Okay. Yeah, my voice might sound a bit weird just because I don't have my mic on me, so I'm using the laptop mic.
I can tell from the person singing in the background.
Singing?
I don't know, there was someone in the background.
It's not that bad.
I'm at a friend's house.
Ah, fair enough.
Did you have anything threatening and hateful to say about Remedy while we're on the topic?
Rem dies early, by the way.
Hey, I died at 10 to Cairo in bracket.
I fought you for like 2 hours straight that one last night, and I could not like kill you for the life of me.
That's because It'll kills off the side unless she combos into up smash, which she can't do.
And
wait,
here.
Fumbles. The time you died to 10 off of Cairo, that was on Pepper, right? You probably on Pepper.
He did a true. He did up air into true up air.
Yeah.
I couldn't get out.
Yeah, I think I remember that.
Yeah, it was really funny. I think yesterday or the other day, I was playing against Cairo in friendlies. The first time probably ever. I didn't used to want to do it, but I was playing him in friendlies, and I lived to like 180 at one point, and after the game he's like, wow, you died early by the way. And then the next game he fourth doxed me, I died at 20 like twice, and died at like 80 twice. I'm like, yeah mate, I died early.
Only off the top though.
Someone put in chat a clip of, I think, Henry versus Babunga, I think it was, where it's Henry like using Violence to edge guard Babunga even on Fluffy, and ended up breaking his shield.
Oh, I gotta watch that stream back, man. I didn't know. I want to watch that.
I think that was an example of just the ledge trap and not like Vials being used in neutral.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like,
yeah,
he's so bad at getting off ledge.
That's easily the worst part of it.
Yep.
Exactly. Henry messed up so bad on that punish.
Yeah, I know.
How did you even do it?
I thought he was just gonna waveland fully charge up smash, then he tried to go for 2 air strongs.
Okay, I kind of.
Airstone is cool though.
I just kind of wanted to pop in and see how things were doing, because
you're doing great.
Yeah, I was just curious.
Just-
So I'm probably gonna bounce.
Some after beta bracket pools vibes
Alright.
since we have some
See you later.
unknown
See you.
extra time that we were not expecting. Okay, like, do you think this is too much time? Should we push pools back if we're going to continue running through this methodology? It would give more
no.
time to do everything else.
Do we need to be day 2 anymore? Because when we became day 2, we started adding a whole bunch of extra events that really aren't needed, and now it's just we just have too much going on. Some people don't want to play day 1 and just play 2 games and then wait for day 2.
In my
It's a
opinion, I've only played in 2 beta brackets so far, but I like the 2-day system mainly because it worked better for the previous pools because everyone played like 5 sets, obviously, except for like the DQ'd. But
Yeah.
like this system works well for 2 days. If like we were to do like a bigger kind of pool style,
Yeah.
This one obviously went by really fast. It's
Yes.
over in like an hour.
Yes. Maybe,
So.
like, making 4 pools with 4 people getting out and then having it be a top 16?
That seems a little
What-
rough for
What
some
I
people.
suggest is that, normal weeklies, because there's not as many people, do regular pools, and we're usually doing only singles anyways. But when it comes to beta bracket, like, we should... I think
Try.
bracket pools are good because they're so much faster. But if we're going to do bracket pools, go to just be day 1 again. Because that was the problem, is stuff just took too long, so we tried to get as many games as possible in one day, had 4 events, but we have an answer to make it quicker and to make it a 1 day again.
Kind of the point of beta brackets, though. There's a lot of people that enjoy the aspect of, like, just doing
2-day
things you don't
tournament.
normally get to do. It's like a festivity.
I don't have the chance to go to local big tournaments with majors for games, so having a 2-day online tournament it's a better experience for me, and I like the idea of having multiple games and such. And even like today, if we try to do it all in one day, I don't think I'd be able to get through singles because I was almost dead tired by the time singles started.
That's because we start late too, and that's,
Yeah.
like
We
we could
start late. We start at 11 a.m. on East Coast. On
7:30.
West Coast, it's
I'm talking
like
about singles though. I'm talking about
9.
singles.
Singles.
If we did it a 1 day event with bracket pools and started at like 4 p.m., we could be done by midnight. Because bracket pools were over once we got it started at 8, it was over in like an hour and a half, and then it's just top 32 for the rest of the day. Plus spectator mode
really
speeds things
don't know
up
how I
too.
feel about that because then like this is very distinct from a weekly. But if you're just going to focus it all on singles and have it be like a 1 day event, it's just a big weekly.
Yeah, I like the 2-day event in multiple events for this. It
Bro,
makes
I'm in 4 brackets. Trust me, I like playing other stuff.
Yeah.
I was legit angry that I couldn't play in all 5. you know this, but
Yeah.
like I think
Oh boo-hoo, I
Yeah.
couldn't win all the brackets.
I think we could focus on another idea, and this would probably help like be happy for everybody. That I had is we can have all the side events and everything, and we can start everything except for on day 2. But because I've seen people say they only really care about singles, they don't like playing 1 or 2 games, and then that's it. So day 2, we should maybe like have everything done by day 2 except for maybe like top 4 of doubles, something important like that, and then focus on doing pools and top 32 all on Sunday.
Or
You think that work?
That could work.
we could have the run back bracket after
Oh,
pools.
I completely forgot about the run back bracket.
Yeah, it's gonna happen in the morning, but if I knew I would have this much time afterwards, I might have just slotted it in after pools.
So this
I
could
don't
be a
know
good
if
time
people
slot
want
for
to
it.
start at 9 or 10 p.m.
I mean, fair.
Well, it could be.
it usually
put,
only
like-
lasts an hour or 2 anyways.
And you can run that side by side with the real singles as well, and it not really get in the way.
That it
Oh, yeah.
does though, because the people who participate in the pools usually want to watch the stream.
That's their decision. They don't have to do the run back.
But I want to enable it. I don't like the fact
Yeah.
that the run back bracket would interfere with also the viewership.
Yeah,
This
if
community
there's
is very
in like,
interconnected. It's not like they're just gonna blow off viewing for the most part. At least half of the people that would participate in the run back would also watch the actual singles.
yeah, I think there needs to be like an incentive for it, although not much. But I don't know I don't know what a good incentive would be. That's
My
I just think
worry
that's-
for
there could be one.
adding, like, for example, I took the extra $5 and put it on Slapball instead of
Yeah.
the run back bracket because my worry was that people who are like edge of top 32 would feel incentivized to drop because they have a
And
better
throw.
chance of making money in the run back than they do in the main event.
Yeah,
I've
that's
had
the one
people
with
do that at my like real weeklies before.
Really? Jeez.
I've heard. I know one person in particular that threw games on purpose so that he could get money in like the run back, and he was a really good player. And I was like, dude, why didn't you just try to get like top 4? And it's like, cause I don't get money unless I'm top 3. It's like, oh, okay. So he would just dominate everybody in run back, and then they stopped doing it.
The way my local does them is that amateurs we call it amateurs. It's always done before the official bracket, and if you've ever been PR'd 10th or higher on the state, you can't enter, and if you win 3 or more, you can't enter. So it's like there's no incentive for throwing in pro bracket, which is what we call it. So it's like it's more just people who are just new can just like get a better, like an easier bracket for them to get practice in, and it gets more sets and there's no extra cost for it.
What's up, guys? Can you hear me?
Howdy.
Hey, guys.
Bro, we got the Rem squad here. Arguably the best active Rems right now.
We need Henry.
I mean, he's not gonna be active though. He's playing today on a whim.
He's active in
He
our
has to.
hearts.
Yeah. I mean,
He's
that's
gonna
right.
play in Cruise tomorrow, right?
Heck yeah. We're in top 4. By the way, for top 32, does everybody start in winners?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what
Okay,
I
I
thought.
like that a lot more than starting in losers.
Yeah,
That feels so bad.
I
You wake up,
specifically
you play,
did
and
not.
you lose once.
I still wanted it to feel like pools, not a big bracket. But a lot of people were like, "You're gonna do double elimination pools and then double elimination second round. Why not just do one big bracket?" It's like that's not the point. That's not
That's
the
kind of
point.
the reason why, yeah.
Yeah. Technically triple elimination for people who got upset in pools.
Yeah,
For example,
you
Babunga.
technically get a triple
Like-
elimination.
Yeah, Babunga in no circumstance should ever be in losers at the beginning of top 32.
No, but silly.
Yeah.
It's pools. It's meant for seeding, not
Yeah.
to kill somebody's top 32 run.
By the way,
Like
did
his
you
seeding is
not-
still going to be lower. He's going to be, I think, like 3rd or 4th seed in his pool. Thus, he's going to be like in the bottom half or quarter of seeding. But he has a chance to redeem himself instead of immediately just having one loss and done.
Yeah,
Mm.
Babunga's a big boy. He can handle.
He's a big boy. He'll bounce
He's a
back.
really big boy.
He just
Have you seen his
he
brain?
has a really big REM problem, I
His
think.
brain is massive. Oh yeah.
I think Fishes in general. Apparently Rev says Booker's really good at the matchup. I played him once.
That's-
I can't judge that.
Me and Booker, I think the first time I played him was one of his first tournaments. We were seeded round 1, and I think I lost like 1-2 or something. I'm like, wow, that was really good. And that's around the time that I think it was agreed upon that Fish had a good matchup on Remedy. Not sure about the time, but a little bit afterwards, like the more we played, the more he got better. He progressively got better at the matchup. It just really felt like he could invalidate a lot of the options that say like even Babunga couldn't. Because when I played him, I really did not think about my neutral in the slightest. I just tossed flasks and hope for him to run into it, and that's what happened.
Babunga takes a lot of frenzies
how
off
you do
me.
it.
I think it's
Yeah.
just my playstyle.
Yeah, like when I played against Babunga, it was more just spaced back airs, grabs, and flasks, and he just happened to run into them.
It's like I know in my heart of hearts that Flask isn't the answer to the matchup, so I don't use it because I personally don't feel like it's optimal.
I respect that.
But there's some players it just works against anyways.
Yeah. Babunga, I think if Booker and Babunga labbed the matchup, they could easily make it a much better, because like if someone with the level of execution of Babunga could get like insight from say Booker or something, because he's very good at the matchup in my opinion, I think Babunga could get much better at dealing with flasks, shutting down Remedy's options, and potentially like obviously taking sets off of Remedy's, not I don't know how to word that. Basically just beating Remedies that would normally beat him.
Why don't you at least like spectate someone, Creed?
Why don't
They're
I
playing right now,
spectate
Denny.
someone? Yeah, sure, why not?
Well, spectate Cowtown.
I mean, because
Literally,
if we
Cowtown's
start
not
playing, then
playing
we're not
anyone.
gonna be able to like.
It's even better, dude.
He's leaving.
Oh,
Oh, that was a good run though.
great match.
Cowtown.
Let me see if Captain wants to get in.
Captain be fun. Pater says Husky is a bully. Anyone agree?
Husky's the nicest bully I've ever seen.
I think Henry's the nicest.
Husky is a really good guy.
Yeah, Henry's
good,
the nicest
good boy.
not bully though.
Good boy.
You're right.
He's a good doggo.
I know Captain's gonna have some words when he gets in here.
If he comes in here, it's up to him.
Here we go. This is what we need.
He yelled on my stream for the first time I've ever heard him yell.
It was
He
pretty
yells
funny
a
at
lot.
least.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, he's
Maybe
he's scared
maybe in
off
the
of that.
private chats that you guys have, but yeah, not with me. Usually he just gets sad. I'm like, oh man, maybe I should just drop Rim. Everybody hates me. I feel bad.
Him yelling on your stream was pretty funny, if I'm being completely honest.
It was because he was laughing during it, but he was legit angry.
Fumbles, I mean this in a mildly endearing way, but you've got some H-Box vibes right now, I think.
I can see that.
Well, yeah, it's just that he plays a hated character.
A
And
hated
he's the best in
floaty
the world.
character that is very different than the rest of the game.
Yes, that's exactly. That's why people. I understand why he's compared to H-Box. People just hate the character,
And it's
and people claim to hate H-Box because either the character or. Oh, hey, Juzo.
it's
Hey,
weird
you guys, how are you?
because
Hi.
I have pizza now. Life's better.
historically,
Oh my God,
Remedy,
slide it over, dude. I need it.
Historically, Remedy wasn't a hated character. It was actually one of the most liked characters.
Wait.
The game that she's
I
from
feel
has a
like-
really large fan base, and even just in Slap City has a decently large fan base. It's only recently that all of this Remedy hate has been drummed up.
I've only been competing. Oh, you go.
I was just gonna say she was
it's been going
stupider
on
before. Like if you watch like really old like techy stuff, like she had some really dumb combos.
Creed, the Rem hate has been going on since June.
Yeah, you're wrong. I think.
Just not to this extent, I don't think.
I feel like at Super
It's
Smash
culminating, yeah.
nobody was complaining about Remedy. Everything felt fine.
I think the Remedy hate is getting worse, not because Remedy is
Better.
lamer, but because it's been going on for so long, people are getting tired of it.
Fair enough.
Right,
I can
yes.
agree to that point.
Continuing and continuing.
People didn't hate H-Box at first, but they hate him
Unless
more
they-
now than ever.
When it wins every single thing, then it starts to get
Exactly.
annoying.
That's when I
Yeah.
was like, okay, Melly's dying. It's actually dying.
But here's my quip with them attributing it mostly to Remedy, is that you won the Iron Man bracket with more than just Remedy. You didn't use 3 remedies. You're just a really good player that happens to be playing one of the best
Remedy.
characters.
And I'm curious where I would place if I main BCM, because that's my second best character right now. But like I said, and I'm gonna continue to do it until it happens, I'm not gonna play secondaries even in weeklies, as long as it's a ranked tournament, until somebody stops my streak. I'm not gonna just give up my streak for free.
Okay.
Somebody's gotta earn it.
But I do have a
Then
challenge
I'll-
for you. I do have a challenge
Yeah?
for you. Next beta bracket, whenever that is, I don't know. It's up in the air right now since I'm not going to be able to do any big tournaments until December.
Let's
But-
make it next week, dude.
Shush.
It's next
I
month.
have my schedule 3 weeks ahead of time, so I'd like to know, like,
Yes. Yeah, obviously. We'll talk about that later, but for now, the next beta bracket
Sorry.
in the Iron Man event, don't have Remedy.
Ooh.
I want to see if you can win the Iron
My-
Man without Remedy.
my third would be Idle. I would do that if you let me switch my character mid freaking Iron Man for top 4. I would do that this bracket, but you probably wouldn't let me do it.
I'll ask for a consensus. I'll ask the people who are in top 4 if they'd be okay with that. And you know what? They're all gonna say yes because they don't want to
They
play
all
your
would say
Remedy.
yes. Because my Idle is not practiced, but Idle's kind of simple.
Well, you better start
So I
warming
just play her
around.
like
Because
I
I
just
get
play
the
her
feeling
like
that most people in Iron Man are gonna be totally okay with that switch.
Who's he?
How
I'm
could
trying
you
to look it
play
up.
something other than Remedy?
What's up?
Holy.
How can you play something other than Remedy?
I mean, there's
Be true to your heart.
Goddess, cute, dude. Goddess is cute. As long as it's
Goddess
cute.
is fun. I've never played a character other than Remedy, but I think if I was
That's why
going to, it'd
every
be
Rim
Goddess.
main seconds Goddess, because she's the second cutest character. Jenny's
I don't second Goddess.
I don't even consider that either.
She's the other extreme of like movement.
Fumbles, I was like say I don't.
Remedy is.
Oh,
go
you
ahead.
go. You go. That's fine.
So Remedy is the type of cute where you're like, I want to hug her. Goddess is the type of cute where it's like, I want her to step on me.
What the hell?
Apparently Remedy is the one that does the
Alright.
stepping.
But like,
With her non-existent feet.
Yeah.
Cowtown's having fun with the extra speed he gets from running on the street.
top
I
4
love
Iron
that.
Man.
Holy,
Lap direct.
what just happened? Oh my god. That was sick.
So I was going, because if I switched to Idol as my other character, like, I literally was going even with Cairo with my Idol against his. I don't know how he is at that matchup, but I've never played it.
My second best character is Idol, purely off of down or up air cheese. Because all I do is lock people in place in midair. That's all I try to do.
I can't set it up. I can do it, but I can't set it up.
I think my best setup for it is an early, like a run up short hop nair into up tilt. And if once they get it directly above me, I just go straight for like 2 down airs and then an up air. That's the best I can do it, at least. Yeah, Husky says he has the same game plan as Idol.
And I haven't played Rem and Iron Man yet, I don't think. Because I
You saved
haven't
Remedy
used
for last.
my last character. Yeah, because she's a really good anchor. I'm not just doing it
Most
because I
people-
want to play other characters. That's part of it, but she's just a good anchor to have.
From what I've
Oh, no.
heard, there's a lot of people in Iron Man that are literally just running their main first and don't even really have a secondary. They're just getting through with their main.
No, that's true. Yeah. I can tell because I fought a couple people who like, I'd be like, okay, I still got a couple stocks left on my first character, and then they would just take my second character like last stock. I'm like, what? This guy's a fish main. I can tell.
Yeah, I remember my friend was playing against you. He really wanted to play a Remedy, and he lost both his characters to your BCM. He went fish. He started dumbbell sniping you. I thought that was fun. I thought that was
I
funny.
think I had 3 stocks on
Yeah.
my BCM, and then he took out my BCM and almost beat my goddess.
Yeah, his fish is really good. It's my main practice partner, so that's why I feel mostly comfortable against most fishes.
I am about halfway done with seeding. It's really complicated process, but
Who's top 16 right? Who's top 16 seeds right now?
Fumbles, CPWMA, Cairo, Psycho Midget, Flex, Seach because of the upset against Babunga, Chad, XJ Henry. Oh wait, no, Seach beat Dume. So Seach upset Dume and is placed 6th. XJ Henry beat Babunga and is placed 8th. Then Husky, Cowtown, Foda, Orp, Lyrex, Dilapidator, Revelo, Hydra.
Let's go.
And that's the top 16.
Hey,
Wait,
top
Cairo's
16.
16th? Is that in order?
That was in order, yes.
Wait,
What
I
happened
thought
to Cairo?
I thought I heard Cairo at 3rd.
Cairo is 3rd.
I'm
Yeah,
stupid. I don't know who was last, but I heard Cairo.
Hydra.
Whoa.
Hydragonite.
Very similar sound characters, players.
Hey, but I'm top 16 seed. I'm pretty happy with that.
Who did you upset? Because you weren't. I don't think you were seeded to make top 16.
Babunga.
I upset Booker in my pool.
Okay, yeah, fair enough. Another
Wait, and Babunga.
Remedy versus Fish.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm just really good against. I'd say I'm good against Fish. I'm not sure if it's the matchup or it's just that I mainly practice against Fish. I think it might be a combination of both. I'm not too sure.
Fair enough.
It's a mix.
Yeah, I like the matchup as Remedy against Fish.
It's probably my most comfortable matchup.
I'll be like completely blunt. Like I don't know a lot of the matchups to the extent that I should. As good as I am, I like literally just is like I don't have enough players to like really grind out matchups with.
Yeah, when Cairo like took a couple of games off you in a row or something, I know you just said it. You said something like, "I'm just gonna start trying random stuff until eventually something."
I'm like, I need to learn this, and this is the only time I'm gonna get to.
And eventually air
Cairo won't
camping.
play me in friendlies until like recently.
Eventually you started air camping on Pepper, and it worked really well. So.
Yeah, I was like, oh, this is how you play this matchup, and now I don't lose to him anymore. Really weird how that happened.
I should have entered the Iron Man, but I was busy.
I would have entered the Iron Man, but my sleep schedule is really bad right now. The last thing I want to do is wake myself up early.
Iron Man is
What'd
one
you
of my
enter?
favorite events. I'm gonna be honest.
I entered MP6 or Mario Party doubles.
I mean, my
Singles.
pretty.
I was gonna enter Cruz, but I didn't have anyone to crew with. I didn't want
I was also concerned about what Juzo is entering because I know he's having connection problems. So I don't know if you're comfortable entering a lot of stuff.
So I'm using a VPN currently, and it kind of makes it stable, but it's not as stable as I'd like it to be. So I'll try to enter like the region lock stuff, because if it's just East Coast, then I don't really have any issues.
Do you know what the issue is with the internet and why it's making it so erratic?
So the issue that is going on is when my packets leave my apartment complex and go to the Google Fiber Atlanta Center, anytime they go through a node that is going south or west, it skyrockets in the ping. So so if it goes south from Atlanta to the Florida data center through level 3, it goes from 40 ping to 190 ping.
Oof.
And that's only in the evening, and like normally it goes from 40 to 45, which is completely reasonable. And then if it's going west to the Dallas data center, it goes from 40 to 290.
That's weird.
And it's just not playable. Like after a certain hour, I just can't play.
Yeah. I know when we played in Region Locked, the ping was relatively fine because I'm more northeastern than in most people.
Yeah, I haven't had
it was awful playing
north of me.
Against Juzo.
Yeah, it must suck.
We had issues.
You're really fun to fight and you're really fun to watch. So.
Yeah. It's just after like 6 or 7 p.m. my internet's just dead. So I did get a VPN and it is stabilizing things. So I just want to test it more before actually entering events again.
Makes sense.
But it's been pretty stable so far. It's stable enough that I feel comfortable commentating and streaming those commentary matches. I think that's okay.
Kriya, I have a question. So, how come we have to lock our characters in Cruise? Or not Cruise, Iron Man.
Iron Man, yes. Characters are locked. What do you mean by that?
But why?
I should clarify.
Like why is it locked? Like, if I want to counterpick somebody to Jenny, but I'm locked into Idle now, because that's who, like, I think I should be able to. If I'm skilled enough to play the character that is the counter, I should be able to do it.
Do you mean the order or like?
No, like just being able to pick any character out of the 6, and like
because
not being locked before you go.
I think the whole thing is like having a squad.
Because that means if you get the first win, you have such a larger advantage if you could just pick whoever, just because of sheer counterpick advantage. With the 3 characters, you need to be able to methodically order them and pick them in a way that optimizes your chances. You can't just be like, oh, I'll just pick the best against whatever they pick. No, you have to use your team wisely. That's my rationale, at least.
Yeah. I understand that, but I know for something like an event like Smash Summit, for Iron Mans, they let certain players choose certain characters for certain people to play.
That's actually not true. For Smash Summit, for Melee, they have a point system where based on tier lists, you pick them.
Yeah.
And once you pick them, it stays that way for the tournament.
I thought I read somewhere that Plup, I think, used a different character versus Armada than someone else. I'm not sure.
I'm not sure the rulings on that. Maybe he requested it
I'll
as
check.
long as it fit the point structure, but
yeah.
Because I would absolutely.
I'm pretty fine with it. Like at first, I thought you were saying that you couldn't change your order, and that would have been ridiculous.
No, you can change your order. Order doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I'm almost always
picking about half the cast. I don't think it matters that much for the counter pick ability. Just my opinion.
Have a diverse roster. Like
also, how does striking and stuff work on that? You can double blind or flip for the character choice, but then whoever wins the character choice, do they also strike the stage first or get to choose who strikes? I don't know how striking works. And like, is striking? I know last month was strike and then pick character, and I complained about that, and you took it into consideration.
It's pick character for
game 1.
For game 1, it's pick a character and then strike stages, and then for round 2 onward, it's strike stages and then pick character.
But why is it like that?
First after game 2?
Why is it stage first?
So that you can pick a character based on what stage it is, instead of getting counterpicked by your stage.
Stage first is actually really nice. I'm a big fan of
the whole point of counterpicking a stage is to be like, oh, that character's bad here.
Most people have a main of some sort. If you're evenly balanced in a large repertoire of characters, that's hard to do, and you should be rewarded for that instead of going super narrow. You might not be as good with a single character, but you'd be much more versatile.
Wait a second. Wait, so I need to backpedal on what I said. I'm not a fan of stage first because of PM, actually, because of Yoshi's Island and Ganondorf, because that shit was dumb.
That's fair enough. But
Ganondorf is whack in PM.
As far as I'm concerned, there's not a huge, like, this character, this stage, like, I might not even play this character amazingly, but if I go to the stage with this character, I have a large advantage. There's not really that. Like, the closest is maybe Pepper Pain and Fish, but...
Have you seen Ruby on Null?
Ruby on Null is
someone could have, like, a Fish and Remedy, and then it's like, dang it, I want to go Fluffy, or I want to ban Fluffy, but, you know, because, like, Fluffy's really bad for Rem, really good for Fish. Like, it definitely is a situation where it might be better to know character for going into it.
Something that about what you said about Fluffy being bad for Rem, I found interesting is that Booker actually ended up banning it against me when I took game 2.
It's a very questionable thing.
So it's a questionable stage because of how big the mine is. So
yeah.
it can cover a lot of space. So if you're comfortable in your ability to maintain the neutral wins, you'll kill like what 30-40% later, but like you can cover a lot of space. But it's all like dependent in your confidence in your neutral versus them.
Yeah, because like whenever I play against Fish, I'd ban Fluffy because I hate playing on small stages with a fish in my face. I'd just rather play more spread out. But
it's just the fact that the platforms allow you, like if you put the mine right in the middle, the platforms allow you to play around the mine easier. You don't have one option. You don't have jump over it or dash into it. Like you have, I can go to platform, I can go to top platform, I could jump from the middle platform over the middle section. Yeah. There's a lot more answers to mine, and it's bad for Flask for probably
when Fluffy came out, you were saying it was awesome.
Here's my rebuttal.
If something happened with Remedy's changes,
I said that for a couple of days.
I know. I know Henry really liked it.
Saying that Awesome Dare was bad on day 1.
Here's my rebuttal to the whole the Fluffy thing with Remedy, especially in the Fish matchup. Like I don't know much about the others, but in the Fish matchup, here's what I have to say about it. Fish is a large boy. He takes up a lot of that stage, and that's usually a really good thing. But with Remedy, with things like Mine and Flask, it is so hard to avoid all those explosions and presences that Remedy can dish out on such a small stage. Remedy just has to throw things, and Fish is probably going to get hit by it. There's just nowhere to go. Because the Flasks explode below the platform. You can't avoid them. Like,
something I'd like to note. Oh yeah. Something I'd like to know is, as well, I played against, Jaggy, I think his name is pronounced, I think 3 times. Yeah, there's Vec. I 2-1'd him twice and 2-0'd him once. The one time I 2-0'd him, we ended up playing on Fluffy, which is much better, again, in the matchup than Pepper is. Like, I'd much rather ban Pepper at this point, because every time I played Pepper, I either get, like, 3 stocks or 2 stocks, something really badly. And I found it interesting because before I'd always instinctively just ban Fluffy because I hate playing on a small stage. And when I didn't ban it, I ended up winning the match easier than I would before. And then against Booker, he obviously banned the stage.
Generally, small stages are better for Rem. Yeah, I think Fluffy is the exception.
So the only thing that I have to say in regards to your argument, Fumbles, is you're forcing people to approach you from above. And that's kind of horrifying versus Rem, I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah. It makes it really linear and easier to punish with something like an up smash or up air.
See, my playstyle is not like that though. My playstyle is, I'm not just gonna be grounded and up smash. My playstyle is, I want to be above you, bait something with my float, and get a meaty dare and get huge damage. And I can't do that with Fluffy. And dare, like, from the middle of the stage, it's just gonna hit the platform, and then they bounce, and you can't combo. And as for the Flask thing Freeze said, yes, it hits the platform, but it's just as easy to power shield as it always is. It's just as easy to, if you're Fish or whatever, to like nair it or tilt it. The difference is it's out for less time now, so there's less threat on stage for less time. So I guess there's a plus side to it, but there's definitely a downside.
It depends on playstyle, in my opinion, at this point. Whereas if you play something like a mine-based Rem where you just sit around Mine and Flask all day, Fluffy is probably a really good stage.
I've tried it. I said yesterday it was like literally 5 a.m. But I was timing out Cairo, and that was the stage that I had the hardest time. I don't think I could time him out there, and he beat me a couple times there.
Maybe not for timeouts, but for just like playing around mine in general, I guess. Maybe not like super campy.
Timeout meta?
Timeout meta is something I never want to reach.
Timeout is meta for Rim against at least half the cast.
I don't want to reach that meta. I'd rather just I'd rather die in glory than win in the lamest way possible.
I think if you hammer nerf certain things that Rim has,
It's a bad idea.
Like let's say Flask is people want Flask nerf more than mine right now. If you nerf Flask to the point where they aren't as useful as mine,
it's just get mines all day.
Rely on mine 100%. If you put a meter on Rim, like I've heard a couple people suggest, where you can only use 10 Flask / down B per stock, we will just camp around your down B until they get hit by it.
Yeah.
You change Rim, it's very touchy. It's gonna probably end up being timeout meta. That's what happened with Jenny.
Yeah, that sucks.
That's why I hate Brawl. Oh my gosh, I had hour-and-a-half grand finals in Brawl. It was miserable.
Ew,
Was
how
it
does
a
that
3-0?
happen?
Was it a 3-0 though?
So, no, it wasn't a 3-0. We played 10 games.
Oh god.
How?
Oh no. Oh no.
I was a Snake main. I was playing against one of the best Sonic mains in
Oh god.
That sounds
it was
bad.
miserable.
Yeah, that sounds horrible.
Every single goddamn game went to time.
See now,
I
Who
said
won?
the theory for me is if you make a character fast, that's cool. They're gonna be aggressive. You make a character too fast, they're gonna just run away. Like it goes full circle, and now it's just why do I have to approach?
It's like
I can run
Gandhi
away.
getting too peaceful and just starts nuking everything. Shoutouts to everybody that understands that reference.
Wow, man, I bet nobody ever understands Civ references that are everywhere.
Hey,
I've never played Civ
nobody,
before.
I don't know.
I've never played Civ, but I understand them for the most part. That's pretty cool.
It's the most common reference.
I'd say it's one of the more common references for Civ, for sure.
I'd say it's by far the most. Gandhi and Nukes.
Gandhi and Nukes. They patched it. It's patched.
Yeah. now it's just part of the flavor.
It's just a meme. It's just
I
a
always-
meme.
I've watched my brother play a lot of Civ, a disgusting amount of Civ, if I'm being honest. And I know a good amount about the game, although I probably would be trash at it if I played it now, because it was like a couple years ago. But he really, really, really liked playing with peaceful sides, and then just going into all-out war when he could.
I'm like the opposite. Well, no, I don't like playing all-out war, but I almost always go like diplomatic or cultural victory. I rarely get war victories, which I usually get punished for, but it's okay.
I don't know. But back to Slap.
Yeah, back to Slap.
I'm interested in seeing how the gravity fix on Rem is gonna go, because if it does make her easier to combo, then I have no issues.
Oh,
'Cause,
yeah.
like, right now,
Is that
I think
something
Ruby
happening?
is more broken than Rem, but the fact that you can't punish Remedy on the same level that you can punish Ruby for messing up is what changes things.
That's
Because
always
Ruby is super punishable.
that's so weird how Ruby is lighter than Remedy, but he can be comboed just so much harder and for so much more damage and even get kills off it a lot.
But Boonga kills
he's
me
the
at 80.
fastest
What
faller.
do I do?
He's the fastest baller in the game, am I wrong?
Is he?
Yeah.
That's rough. I just seem
Which
like
the Boonga kills
goddesses.
me at 80.
Fall speed
I can kill him
affects
at zero.
combos. I think fall speed affects combos more than weight
Yeah.
because I've confirmed that Jenny is as heavy as Fish, and it doesn't seem to matter for her because she's also floaty.
Oh, out of curiosity, how did you test that? Because I was never sure.
So I discovered, and because Juzo at one point said that there might be a possibility that lighter characters have less hit stun. So I went and tested it, and I don't know how I came to the conclusion, but I figured out that actually the heavier you are, the less hit stun you have, and the lighter you are, the more hit stun you have. And with that, I found out that like Jenny has the same hit stun on every move that Fish does. I figured out that Ruby has the least amount of hit stun, or no, the most amount of hit stun than any other character, which means that he's lighter than Remedy.
Okay, that makes sense.
Hmm.
Because I was never sure.
Also,
Laugh
Buff Ruby clanks and he's the best ever. So he's pretty nuts.
To just buff all clanks. All clanks suck right now, man.
Yeah.
Most of you guys played when Ruby was like super degen, right?
Yeah.
Like, he used
yeah,
combo.
I've
No.
When
played them.
Juzo played Ruby.
Came in after.
Juzo, you played Ruby?
Hell yeah, I did.
My friend played
He
him.
made PR
No, I started
with
with
Ruby.
Remedy initially, and then people were talking about Ruby being bad. I'm like, this character's fucking insane. Sorry, it's just insane. And he's obviously like the best character right now, so I picked him up to make a point. And then I did really well in 4 tournaments, I think. And then I was like, what is up with the Jenny players? This character's crazy. And then I went on a Jenny streak for a while.
Hey, you picking up Rim? Win, dude.
Dude,
Made a record.
Never again.
Freaking sick.
Juzo is the player that gets everyone nerfed, and I'm liking it. I like it.
Juzo got Hurtland banned, dude.
Thank God.
That was one of the best things I've done.
And it was all
You
for like
didn't,
a
okay,
one.
to be fair, you didn't get Hurtland banned. You really helped get Hurtland banned, but you didn't get Hurtland banned. The final straw
You
was
literally
when,
messaged me and said, I
hear me
get
out.
it. Thanks for making a point.
Hear me out. The final straw was when Anther's Ladder came out, and they didn't have Hurtland on the list. And I was like, you know, it's a really standardized thing. Anther's Ladder is probably gonna be a pretty good resource for us. Let's just go with it. And that's what happened.
It's because they took Cells' list, because they, oh man.
Does anyone like actually? Does anyone actively use Smash Ladder? Because I don't see anybody on it. Perplexingly.
I remember it was a
was.
big fad for a little while.
It was for a week. And then
Maybe 2 weeks.
I stopped liking it because, I mean,
I got dodged!
I'm a good enough player to where it's hard for me to just go into matchmaking and like get challenges. So like I have to just ask specific people to play.
That's pretty weird.
My
for a
thing was, I was
rainbow.
just getting dodged for hours. I was like, I'm not having fun with this.
Oh yeah, people.
Initially, but I was
Yeah.
just
Happened to.
like, there were 4 people searching, and none of them would accept my matches.
People
I'm
were
like,
taking
okay,
it too
this isn't
seriously.
fun.
For sure.
Yeah.
Like, I just
Like-
want to play.
I played Melee Smash Ladder for a while, and I played Jigglypuff in Melee. Go figure, I played the 2 most hated characters in either games. Anyway, whenever I play Jigglypuff on Smash Ladder, like I have Jigglypuff next to my name, and I'm searching, it takes me about 5 minutes to find a match. And then I made an alt account where I just only played Fox, and I'd get matches almost instantly upon searching. So I was like, well, okay, so people are just dodging the character.
See,
I like
I'm the
playing
opposite. I'd
different
rather play
characters.
Jigglypuff than Fox. I freaking hate playing Fox.
Playing
I
Fox is
might-
so fun.
I might disagree with that statement, but I would much rather play a character that is less common than Fox is, because he is everywhere, and I don't need any more experience with it.
See, the thing I like about Melee is you learn 2 matches, and you're covered for like 75% of the player.
Hell yeah,
Yeah, that's
dude.
why Westfall's like didn't even bother learning any matchups in this game. He's like, I'm just gonna play Fish. I don't need to know matchups.
Once I play
Well, you
Fish, I
know
can
how
just
to
combo
fight
everybody,
boss.
right?
Man, I'm sad that he misconstrued the patch notes, because he thought that with the down throw nerf, it was just extra, and that flex wasn't getting rebuffed. And it was just like,
How do you
oh.
misconstrue that? It was really
He didn't see the line for the flex buff, I think.
Oh.
Because he came into the Ludo chat. He was like, what is going on? I'm sad about Slap.
Oh, poor guy.
He
West
only
Balls.
cares about Fish though.
He really
Like-
likes Fish. He's went
really
on
just likes Fish.
record basically saying that Fish is his best favorite fighting game character.
Yeah,
He
Fish is
also
great.
went on record saying I wouldn't play this game
If it wasn't for
if
Fish.
wasn't-
Yeah.
He doesn't play Slap City, he plays Fish.
You can't really blame him for playing a character he likes.
I'm not blaming him at all.
Yeah,
I
I know.
respect it.
I know. Yeah, I know. But it's just like some people can obviously get upset about it.
Yeah, for sure.
But
Like
it's like-
people
it's
who
com- it's
really like
completely
Slap City
understandable.
are like, oh, West Balls isn't part of the scene and stuff like that. But like, I feel like really liking a character is fine. And I mean, if the game itself is not in a point where you want to play, then that's fine. But if it ever does get to a point, you know who you're going to be playing when you come back.
I like this game enough to where even my least favorite character, if that was who my favorite character was, or like if everybody else just were like like them less, I would still main that character and I would still enjoy myself.
That's fair.
My least
actually
favorite
just like
character is
every
Goddess. I don't like playing Goddess of the
If I
slightest.
had to play Remedy, I'd probably stop playing Slap City. Honestly.
Wait, who said that? A Remain say that?
Yes, I absolutely hate playing Goddess. Everything about her is just no. I don't like it.
Playing
What
as or
fate?
playing
That
against
is,
her?
dude. Every Remain secondary is Goddess. That's a hot take.
The hot. Do you secondary Goddess?
She's probably my second favorite character, but my second best is BCM. This is- I
You
know it.
fiend.
She's in my Iron Man. Look, I'm not sure. Okay.
My second best character is Idle, and it's only because I know how to
Just a
up, counter
face.
up air lock.
Blessed stage. Blessed
Plus
stage.
stage.
That's awesome. Alright, guys. I gotta get going. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thanks for
See
chiming
ya.
in, Foda.
See you guys in top 32 tomorrow.
Photo, what time should I expect you tomorrow?
Or... Oh,
Commentating?
I don't know. When are we supposed to?
Cree, what time do you want
We gotta do cruise first, so...
What time do I want what?
me and Photo to commentate? He's near me and we can commentate
Oh, that's
IRL.
cool. I don't know. When you guys are free, I guess.
Whoa.
I'd imagine that you guys
need to
don't
go
want
plans.
to do that during singles. Because since you guys are... Oh, well, Juzo, you're not in singles, but Foda's in singles.
I'm not
so...
in any events other than cruise right now.
Yeah, I got top 32 in singles, so...
Oh, you're in top 32.
Yeah, winner's
Whoa.
side, too, so...
What's that? Oh, you go.
I was just got excited because I was thinking, man, I got nothing I can commentate tomorrow. I might be able to commentate run back bracket.
If
Well, that'd
that's
be
being
fun.
streamed.
You should stream on that bracket.
It
You
might
should stream
be a
it.
little bit, but it does conflict with Cruise.
If Chris
starts
finishes
like
up
an
early,
hour
we should definitely
afterwards.
stream it. We should definitely stream it if there's enough
Bubbles,
time.
just concede to my team and we're good. Then you can commentate run back bracket.
Easy.
That's true. That's true.
Then I'm just in losers though. So I still am in I'm still in top
Concede
4.
twice. Concede twice.
You do it.
Double,
Easy.
But
double
then it's probably
DQ.
grand finals by that
DQ
point.
yourself.
Hell yeah.
Nah, it's gonna be good crew battle tomorrow. 3 remedies.
I'm looking forward to it. I actually wanted to do a triple remedy crew. That'd be really fun.
God, that
Dude,
crap,
that's the dream.
It
I
all
keep telling you every time.
If it happened, I wonder if we could get remedy banned. Let's get remedy banned.
I will not ban
No,
a
what
character.
I want a double.
respect that.
I want double remedy on and we're just gonna pick Hurtland every time and get it banned on in
69.
doubles.
Not my fault.
Oh. Wait, how are we gonna ban it? How are we gonna ban
Double
it?
turning.
You double bomb camp the tree,
Oh, you're right.
and unless they have double Jenny, like what do you do against it?
Try your best.
Exactly. That's all people can do.
That's all you can do. Alright, see you guys.
Alright, see you,
Why?
photo.
Let's see.
Nope.
Anything else you guys want to discuss?
Just playing one more
I
game
was
of
gonna
Cowtown,
say-
and I'm gonna finish up seeding.
I was gonna say buff pills. They should heal in doubles because her other tools aren't very good in doubles in comparison to like
Juzo tech!
singles. Like I think
Nice.
in doubles, Rim's like 3rd at best. So
Oh,
if
I
they
just
do it
realized
for other
Cooper's
things, I
fine.
want to see pills buff.
Yeah, I think Goddess is the best character in doubles.
Really?
I can see that. Yeah.
For what reasons?
Her neutral B sets up for things to save her ally, and then you can put a lot of pressure that your ally can interact with side B.
Boy.
And her up B, her recovery is super good in doubles because you can't really gimp it very well. And then she has insane killing potential if people can set up for her. I think she's got so much going for her in dubs.
I think Goddess is underrated in general.
In my opinion, Goddess F smash can actually be pretty good in doubles for like a mix up every once in a while.
God. If Jenny Air Strong can work in doubles, then absolutely yes.
Yeah.
Goddess F Strong can work in doubles. It's just you can't expect it.
Yeah, like there's really nothing you can do if they just instant use it and start flying at you. Especially if you're trying to deal with someone else.
Yeah, and it's a small hitbox, so
Tech.
you're not gonna really hit your team.
Yeah. But Ruby is sick. He's got so much stuff.
Let's go, Kree.
No
Like-
more stocks.
Assuming that you're correct about Goddess, and I also think that Jenny and Fish are both better in teams than Rim. It's like maybe even Ruby. We don't know.
Juzo tech!
So like, she's not that good in teams.
No!
I
That was so close to working.
I accidentally side speed and neutral bead. What was what called?
What's the lobby password?
The lobby password?
Yes. Is it a?
Oh,
open,
I
is it a-
have it on my open page. Can I pause
Yeah,
the
it's the same
stream?
lobby.
it's- yeah.
8LGS1E.
Can I
I'm gonna
try
go
to
back to
time you out
seeding.
for the
If
Juzo?
either of you two if two of you guys
I've
wanna
been
play,
doing
I
that
can
lately.
spectate, but I gotta go back to seeding.
I'm not playing Slap right now.
No problem.
I'm too tired.
I'm just gonna play Ruby.
Dude, Ruby's sick. I love Ruby.
Ruby, I can't air camp against Ruby, but I can ground camp.
Get
a
Captain
lot.
in here. Get Captain in here and then play Captain.
Who, me?
Whoever said they were gonna play Ruby.
Oh, yeah, because Captain probably don't want to fight me right now.
Okay. I
What
don't think
about
attack
what about
count.
Juzo? Fumbles. Play Juzo.
That's literally what he was
Oh,
asking.
Husky's
gonna
also
time
here.
out.
We're getting a bunch of
Husky.
people to spectate while I seed.
Let's go,
Waiting for you,
Husky.
Fumbles.
I love
I don't
Husky.
have the password anymore. Oh no. Post it in
Um,
chat. I don't
Oh,
want to.
I got password. I got you.
I'll play Husky then. Whatever. Singles isn't
Oh,
until
you're not gonna
tomorrow.
spectate us?
Wait.
Top
you said
32
you're
already
big-
knows that they're going to be top 32.
I beat you to it, Juzo. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Oh god, Husky's Jenny.
Oh
Let's flip
god.
the script. We're good.
Oh wait, isn't Husky's Jenny like really good?
Husky's
I've
just
heard
good.
good stuff about it.
Husky said that he's gonna counterpick Jenny on me if he gets a chance in tournament.
I can see it.
Rep.
I can see it.
Hello.
Who is this?
I can tell it's Rep because it's Waluigi. And who else would have that except for the man himself?
It made it for me. I'm very proud.
Who won
Oh,
the
yeah.
game?
Kree,
Yo, what's up?
you wanted a Mario Party stream?
I
Yes.
never said I wanted a Mario Party stream. You
Do
guys
it,
wanted a
Chris.
Mario Party stream.
I'm doing a Mario Party stream
Peer
right now.
pressure.
I'm doing one right now.
Put it on SEO.
I'm gonna play this
Yes.
game with Husky, and then I'm gonna do a Juzo versus Fumbles, and then I'll consider it if you have it set
And
up by
then-
then.
Either
Can we commentate Mario
Fumbles
Party?
or
You don't want to
no.
see me fight
Either
Juzo.
do that or host me. One or the other.
Seek me out, Fumbles.
So that people will know.
Oh lord.
Alright. You kids have fun. I'm off to ruin lives.
Well, if you want to do the Mario Party thing, you gotta stay here.
He's
He
gone,
left.
boy.
Alright, well then he's not getting Mario
gone.
Party.
Gone with the wind.
You can't just be
he
like,
loses.
hey, stream Mario Party, and then leave. It's not how it works for Pitio.
You said maybe, and that wasn't good enough for him.
Oh,
Okay.
he needs to be less picky.
No, you need to
You're
commit.
talking to the guy who gets angry when your mouse is on screen for more than 3 seconds.
Get your mouse off screen. Come on.
You're saying I should give him less attention than he deserves. Or,
Yeah.
by that I mean, this is the amount of attention he deserves.
I would love to commentate Mario Party. It'd be so fun.
I know, I didn't say no! But
You
like,
should have just said probably.
if the person
or-
organizing
Just
said
said yes.
impromptu Mario Party is just gonna bail, I'm a lot less incentivized to do it.
I'm really invested in this game right now. I'm sorry.
What game?
Yours.
Whoa, I can't run.
Let's see it.
I don't want to get forced stock. No!
You went out for it too.
Okay,
Brutal.
fine. You know what?
Aw,
Alright,
peace.
whatever. Whatever, Husky. I see how it is.
Husky. Oh, they're already fighting.
Yeah,
Aw,
it's
that
whatever.
was a little bit.
I need to get back to seating.
Yeah. I hope top 32 is interesting enough.
Top 32 is looking amazing.
It
Not
always
gonna
is,
lie.
man. Dude, you know what I'm mad about? 95 people when we could have had 96.
Technically, it was closer to like 70 after check-in.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
So we
I
barely
checked it
like
on-
made A or S, regular S. So be happy we made S, I guess.
Hey, we still made us.
Yeah.
That's so sad.
Yo, what's up, Zahars?
No, this is so sad. Can we buff Rem? Come on.
Are you right?
We don't nerf Rem in this house.
But yeah,
Not at Lou Doss.
the summer of Slap is over. So I wasn't expecting to have the numbers we did in the summer, which is fine.
Summer slap was crazy as far as I could say.
Dude, yeah, no, 2018 summer was the summer of Slap. I'll always remember it.
Why does that happen, Juzo? You hit an aerial, then you just cancel your hit stun like it's freaking Brawl
Yeah.
or something.
Alright,
I
Husky,
reported the bug.
Husky is suggesting that we nerf fish. I think I agree.
They already did. How did that go, Husky?
I missed it.
Did you enjoy the game?
This is so sad.
wait, you
Can we
didn't play
nerf
it.
fish? Husky, I was sorry, Husky peace for a week.
Husky was like, they got rid of Flex? Alright, I'm out of here.
It went great. I'm sure he enjoyed himself.
Yeah, how was the break, Husky?
Truly balanced.
I took a 3-day break, and I'm not even lying when that's probably like that's definitely easily the longest break I've had in Slap since I started.
Since I started,
I stopped Saturday all the way to like Wednesday, maybe 4.
I don't think there's been a day since like June where I didn't do something, even if it was just like for a minute, that wasn't Slap City or oriented.
is That's dedication, dude.
I mean, the whole time
So
I
much for
was
Nair.
MIA, I was in Discord though.
I mean, yeah, fair.
Something. If that counts, then I'm not taking a day break.
Oh, Husky just says he doesn't plan on playing in smaller tournaments. He didn't. Not that he went on a hiatus.
That's fair. I might, and this is a big might, because right now I am, like, stepping down for a bit. But there is prospect for me to, like, once in a while hosting feed tournaments, like entry fee, that would create pools based on participation, just to see how it goes.
You could do like bi-weeklies for that.
The problem is,
Entry-
like, again, I'm not going to be TOing as much, so it's a very big might.
Entry fees would be a big problem for me because I'm not exactly running on a ton.
Yeah,
but...
it's not meant for everyone. It's not going to change the weeklies or anything like that. But for the people who
yeah.
do want to
just
throw
'cause you're
maybe
not
like
posting it
$2
doesn't mean that the idea
to
is
enter
not
a
good.
tournament for prize pool,
Yeah.
then I can see if I can work something together for that. And I think
Yeah.
Captain Planet has also expressed interest in doing that, and since he's been TOing a lot, he might be interested. So it is a potential future thing.
It could definitely be a good idea, but
My hesitation was during the summer is it was still very
Yeah.
like beta-ish. I don't know if I want to have people throwing money at a game that's unstable, you know?
especially since it changes it can change
Yeah.
drastically in a week.
But we're at like
there.
0.9 at this point.
can't
I
break
think
glass
it's
with
safe
it.
enough.
Juzo's pretty good against my Degen with Ruby.
Ooh, nice.
Wait, is he
We're still
watching
waiting
us
for you
now?
to get out so we can spectate.
We're done now.
All right,
I'm
good.
expecting now.
You got eyes?
Well, I'm spectating, so.
I can't break
Dude,
glass
I should
with
tell you about
Nair.
what happened. I was on stream and I spectated a match and it lagged. Like the first whole minute of the match was just like frozen frames, and then as soon as it stopped lagging, everything was just like super sped up for like
Oh, yeah.
about 20 seconds. It's like like 3 times as fast.
Really, Joel's dad against each other.
It was trying to catch up.
Oh, also, Kree, I think your game's frozen.
My game is frozen. I must have. Oh no, it's just straight up frozen.
No, we're-
Okay.
Yeah.
We're playing. Oh, stream frozen?
No, I'm
nope, just,
This is a bug. I've seen it. It happens to me a bunch.
is it a
Like if
Is that
spectator
you,
what I
mode
just?
thing?
Is that what I just said? Hold on.
it's not a Discord thing, no.
No,
Let me
I'm
ask
wait.
Rep
I want
about
to
this
watch stream for this.
stupid
Watch.
Mario Party
Is
thing.
it gonna catch up? Wait, did you end stream?
No, it broke. He wasn't able to load into the lobby. Very
Dang
well.
it! It was gonna be a good meme, and you ruined it.
Yeah. No, it's a common issue. I think I've crashed. I had to close Slap, I think, 3 times when I was trying to spectate friends. It has something to do with the way you or how you, I think the time. I have no idea what it is. All I know is that I was able to get it to work twice in a row by crashing, by spectating near the end of a match or something like that. It's not sure. It's inconsistent. So yeah, spectating is bugged for now.
D-Lab told me it lagged, like without emotes. That if you're lagging and you're watching somebody who's not lagging, they are more likely to lag.
Mm.
And he tested it, and I was like, what? It's crazy.
Something else I'm sad about is that a lot of my friends, they got 1 set away from getting top 32 this beta bracket. And my friend who had played the U-Fumbles, he ended up having to play Dume, a degenerate Rem Dume.
Yeah, oh, I know who Dume is. You don't have to describe who plays
Yeah.
that. I've seen it.
I just have to I just had to let you know that he was planning on playing degenerate, and my friend plays Fish, so I'm sure you can imagine it wasn't very fun for him.
He only really plays like that with Rim.
If he wants.
Like he only, well, okay, no, he always plays like with Rim, but he only picks Rim for like Fish,
That's
as far as I'm
weird.
aware.
It's weird. Because does BCM have a good matchup on Fish? As far as I know, it's alright.
Yeah, but it's not as good as Rim, and then we'll take that.
Yeah. That makes sense. Oh yeah, my friend just said in chat he apologized for being degen at least.
How do I degen Ruby? He's got 2 jumps, and he's really fast.
Hey guys, what's my password?
It's
It's a rejoin.
Chat.
Oh. Yeah, me and Jules will put in chat.
So you're saying that? Oh yeah, there it is. I can copy and paste this.
Oh yeah.
Oh my
I
god!
thought I was really high too.
Juzo, you're really high.
Oh, above the mine, but it's still connected.
He thought he was really high.
Oh, Kree, can you share screens again so I can see?
Oh yeah.
Alright.
I'm smash DIing down. I don't know if that's good. I don't know what I smash DI when I'm getting destroyed comboed like that. I just don't know which way to do it for Ruby, or if it matters.
I'd imagine an optimal way to play Ruby is obviously patience, being campy and such. But I
He's not
assume
even camping. It's just, but he is being
Yeah.
very patient. If I'm throwing flask, he just sits on the other side of the stage and forces me to pill, and then I get like 2%, and I risk every time I do it. So.
So I'd imagine it's like it'd probably be a little bit better to place the mine a little bit higher above the ground than you would with other characters to try and catch him out of there.
But his ground game is so good. that
Yeah.
I can't do that. I have to be able to catch his ground.
That's what makes it tricky, in my opinion. I feel like Ruby is more about spacing your normal aerials and ground tools more than your projectiles, because he can zoom around them and such.
Zoomy boy.
Like in the
Lucretio's
Ruby
in his
matchup,
next tournament,
I
which is
put the
ironic.
mine.
Higher,
I shouldn't say
above.
that.
higher up.
Sad.
Because
Yep.
yeah, if a Remy's running on the ground, they're just gonna
Boy.
catch something not so pleasant. Yeah, Ruby is tricky. I don't really understand it that much. That's why whenever I play like a Ruby or Goddess in bracket, I just pray that they do not know movement. Because if they don't, then I can have a relatively easy time. And then if I play someone like Juzo like I did in the first region locked, I get ended. It's not fun. It is fun.
Okay, I can be DJ, but I can't time out on this
see it.
matchup.
Yeah,
How do I-
still think
how
this
do I-
is one of Ruby's worst matchups.
One
How
of
do
Ruby's
I
worst.
deafen or mute the sound from your screen share? Can I do that?
I'm trying to think of a way.
Because I had this problem for.
Oh, you just right click on the image, and then you hit mute.
User
Or is that
volume.
Kree?
What's
Well,
up?
I don't know
Oh,
if
I
that's.
might have
wrong?
just muted Kree.
Oh yeah, I think that mutes Kree.
What's happening?
I'm sorry, Kree.
The game volume from you screen sharing Slap is also going through the fumbles when he's in game as well.
You can
I
turn
can
it-
turn that off. I think.
Yeah.
Pretty sure everyone's in the stream. See, Fumbles is really just stalling, so he's got less time.
You can play it
Of
from the
course.
start, man.
Can I turn this off? I hope I can turn this off.
I know you can.
How do you then?
Already.
To mute Slap, I just turn down its program volume in Windows.
Well, yeah, but then I can't hear it,
That's
and the
not-
stream can't hear it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not sure.
More screen share options.
This is so sad.
Aha!
Bro.
Oh, there we go.
And I can still hear it, so that means the stream can hear it. So we're good.
Alright, that's good.
Excuse me.
Although I'd assume for commentary, you'd also want the other commentators to
Is
hear
that
that.
is that
Yeah, yeah.
safer?
I'll turn it back up later.
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just funnier.
I hope I don't need to do, if this is going to be the method that we use,
Mega dead.
I need to come up with a better way of actually enacting this algorithm, because flipping between 3 different tabs is
Not efficient.
not fun.
Could you maybe like write a script, a program
I
to
don't know
like
if
auto
GG
insert?
accommodates that at all. 'Cause
Oh, are you
not only
manually
that,
inputting
I'm
them?
using challenge as well. I have the hypothetical bracket here. I'll link it in commentary.
Oh, okay.
And the
So much
stream
shield
for
stun,
those
holy
that are
shit.
interested.
Yeah, true combos and grab him.
I basically set it up so that with 8 pools, with 4 people moving on from each pool, it doesn't really matter what format the pool is in. It could have been Swiss, could have been best of, double elimination, whatever. The objective is for it to avoid pool matchups as good as I could get it. It could probably be optimized more, but it's good enough for what I'm looking for. and it
Okay,
doesn't
yeah.
affect seeds too much. Like, one person might be arguably better than another person that they're seated above, but that's compromised in order to effectively create a more diverse play environment, I guess. And it's not to the extent where like somebody who was seated 3rd in their pool would be seated like they were 4th in their pool. Everybody that was seated 3rd in a pool will not be seated below someone that was 4th in a pool. That's not gonna happen. It's just within the seed 3s, it might be a bit mixed up.
I'd assume I'm A2 because I think I came out of pool A or 1 as 2nd seed. I think it was.
Are you Revelo?
Yeah.
Then yes, you are seated 15th, which is indeed the pool A2.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Because the way I'm seeing it right now is that me and Fumbles, since we were in the same pool and we both came out on the top 2, to play each other again, we'd have to meet in winners finals, which isn't gonna happen because I'm not making winners finals.
Yeah, that's the objective, to make it as hard to meet again in bracket as possible.
That makes sense.
If you've played, if you're in the same bracket, there's no reason to play again. Unless you really have to.
If I get an all-fish bracket, I'd be pretty happy. I'll take that.
I mean, that's just a coincidence.
I'd love an all-fish bracket. That'd be the dream.
So, I'm on to, I believe, not bottom 4. I'm finishing up seed 3s, I think. I'm on 24. F3.
180%.
Rem dies early, by the way.
Off the top. We just got.
Have we?
So 6, 11, 22. So Truefish Bunyan was beaten by Horrible. So Horrible gets that seed, and he's accurately seeded. 25.
If I'm being completely honest, it's kind of weird to hear players that I thought were so much better than me be seated around there.
It's
because like
a completely different environment.
Yeah.
Like summer, like in the middle of summer,
Summer's weird.
The meta is so different than what it is now. There's so many new names here, and I think that's really good. I think that's a sign of a really healthy scene. That when new players are coming in and performing this well.
Because I remember when I first started, I saw people like Truefish and people ranked around him as almost untouchable. Oh my god, that was
I couldn't get up.
You made that
I
comeback.
Actually, I too. I'm a 64 player. I couldn't get up.
I remember when Truefish was new, and was like pool fodder.
This is bullshit. Rem dies early. She took 1% less and lost.
I couldn't get any of my like 2 consistent kill options on Ruby.
That sucks.
He's too fast.
That last combo was pretty sick though.
Take notes, Ruby mains. Fumbles just lost to a Ruby. It's possible.
It's possible. That's...
Oh, when you were starting out, Fumbles, didn't you lose a set to Lucretio?
Okay, the first tournament that started my streak, I lost Lucretio in a reset.
Okay.
But since then, it was Cairo, which was like my 10th tournament or something, took a set, and then D-Lap recently. So only recently have people been actually figuring this stuff out, I guess.
Hey, Creek, can I ask who is seed 18?
Who is seed 18? That would be Joggy.
Yeah. Oh, I play a fish round 1.
Oh no.
Let's go!
You're getting carried by matchups, dude. Oh my lord.
You're right.
What pool was Babunga in? I can't remember.
I've been saying this since Juzo left. I've been saying that Juzo is one of the couple people who, if he didn't quit at the time I started winning, I probably wouldn't be in the position I'm in right now. D-Lap was
really
the other. D-Lap almost stopped.
He doesn't play anymore, but he's really good.
I wish I watched more when Juzo was active.
The VODs are online.
Yeah, I know. I watched those. If I'm being honest, I watched those in school.
Yeah, fair
a lot. It's like I try to get Discord working on school network, but it's always blocked and nothing works. I'm so sad. All I want to do is talk about slap in school, and there's nothing I can do about it.
Where the heck?
Flex. Top 32 bracket. It's a hypothetical bracket right now.
Oh, I was trying to fast forward the
Revelo.
shield. I mean, just,
Oh no,
Yeah,
actually
what's up?
Henry was the one who
Bad.
beat Boonga. My bad. Boonga.
Yeah.
So.
I beat Boonga last week.
Oh my God. So XJ Henry was actually seeded to get 4th in his bracket. So Babunga is currently a
4th seed?
4th seed. Yeah.
Henry should
Ooh.
not have been that low.
He just
Henry should've
barely
been
made the
top 2.
cutoff. Literally, this pool 8 has seed 24
Okay.
and 25.
Oh gosh. Okay, Flex. To be as simple as possible, the numbers are for each pool. Like A is 1, and then the number after the letter is the seed that the person who came out of the pool came out as. So like Fumbles is A1.
Yeah.
Second seed of pool 1 is A2, which is me.
So
And-
here's how the pools are seeded based on the just straight up seeds, like 1 through 70 something. It goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Obviously, are the top seeds for their pools, and then think of it kind of like a loop. 8 and 9 are in pool 8, and then it reverts back.
Then it
Like
goes-
9, 10,
yeah, it goes
11, 12,
backwards.
13, 14, 15, 16, where 16 is in pool A, and then it loops again, and then loops again. XJ Henry and Aku was 24, and XJ Henry was 25. And yes, that might sound questionable. XJ Henry hasn't really played much this season, and I think
You made an exception for D-Lab, so I thought you were gonna go through make some
But it's
exceptions on
Henry.
people.
It's Henry, man.
it is Henry.
I love
Henry's a
Hen-
great
I-
player, and he showed
I
up.
love Henry.
That's
I love
the
Henry.
point. And that's another reason why I kind of wanted to do reseeding for the next one, because I think having Babunga in losers with that seed would be much worse than him being in winners with that seed.
Oh, also, Kree, I'm not sure if this is relevant anymore, but we were talking about the Ironmans and if people were able to swap out at Smash Summit. On the wiki page for Smash Summit 5, it says that Mango used Falco Roy against Puff and Fox, Kirby against Hungrybox. They were allowed to swap out characters in exchange for the point system still being
Alright.
in place.
It might have been a different Iron Man that I'm thinking of then.
Yeah.
It was a specifically, I think, low tier Iron Man, but they've also done regular Iron Man with a point system. I think it depends. Like, it can go either way. I've seen people not swap out, and apparently they do have swap outs. Maybe it's worth testing, but I do really like the idea of a roster. It's like a crew battle, except instead of players, it's a player with a crew of characters.
Yeah. Although I do think all the Ironmans that Smash Summit do, or Summit Beyond the Summit do, they're all called low tier Ironmans because of the point system and how everyone's basically forced to play at least like 1 or 2 low
Yeah,
tiers.
fair enough.
The only reason why I argued against that current rule set is that I think a player, and you said this earlier in a different argument, should be rewarded for being able to switch to whatever they need and playing multiple characters, not just 3. I mean, some people have 3 characters they can pick, but not everybody has 7.
To be fair, in a game of 7 characters, the counter pick is obviously gonna be much stronger in my opinion.
That's a full Iron Man.
I don't think there's any matchup in this game that is worse than 60.
Yeah, I can agree.
Remedy has a few 60-40s, but I don't think there's anything worse than that.
Fucking Remedy, man.
4, 3.
Like,
That's a-
I'm
that
saying
was-
that kind of a biased point of view, because if there's anybody that has one, it'd be Remedy. But I just don't believe that she's really good. It needs to be reworked good, but I don't know if she's that good to the point where she needs to or where she has like 70-30s, like something like.
What was Remedy's matchup on Jenny when it was at its worst for Remedy?
65-35 in my
Me and
opinion.
Juzo agreed 65-35.
Oh, okay, that makes sense. Because I remember when I first started playing around beginning of the summer, some people said it was like 80-20 or something. I was like, oh, is it that bad?
Don't overreact about bad matchups.
Yeah.
And the reason why, even though like I say that there's no matchup that Remedy has, it's like horrible, that I still say she needs a rework, is just because there is no one answer. Not because she's like bonko busted, it's just because there's no one answer, no one nerf that she can have that fixes it. While Jenny did have that answer.
Unless her gravity really is the source of all, which would be insane if it is.
Then that would be like, if that was, then it would be like a pseudo rework. Just like, oh, change your weight,
Yeah.
and that'd be it.
Yeah.
A couple other things too, but that would be the main one. Wouldn't be a whole rework. It'd be like nerf a couple things a little bit, change your weight.
Mine has
Rework
done.
is like, this move needs to go. This move has to change.
Mine has
Even
done.
Ruby didn't have that.
Yeah.
Ruby wasn't really reworked. He just had, as far as I'm aware, he just had moves gutted.
It was a blanket nerf, right?
Pretty much.
Yeah, blanket nerfs.
Yo, Hamster Goodness, Jesus Christ. Hamster Goodness upset Caillou. Oh no, Huggernaut upset Caillou, which in itself
Let's
is
go,
also
Hug.
ridiculous. But then in Losers, Hamster Goodness also upset Caillou, and then upset Little Turtle.
Let's go Hamster.
Yeah. Hamster only really plays, like, beta brackets, honestly. Like, there's so many players that do that. Like, AA, I think, is also a similar case.
No, AA, we watched his game for top 32, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I remember seeing that. It was like the last game you
Yeah,
guys...
he was playing a Holiday.
That was a good match. I liked it.
Yeah.
My friend is still playing Slap. Let's go. Typically after a tournament, if we're all like eliminated or something, we won't play Slap for like the rest of the night. But I guess he's really in the mood for it. That's good.
Yep.
B4.
I think the wall jump got me screwed there, actually.
2.
Wall jumps are weird.
They're sick!
They're cool for the most part, but in some cases, it's weird.
So weird.
If that was a fully charged blast, that would have killed Kappa.
Oh man. Bunga and Dume are gonna have a really tough time tomorrow.
They're gonna have a rough bracket.
Yeah, I mean, if you get upset, like, things get a lot harder.
Then again, it is... I wouldn't say their fault for getting upset. At the same time, it kind of is. I'm not sure how to put it.
The person who upset Dume, actually... Who upset Dume? Siege?
I think...
It was
yeah,
Siege.
Siege.
That one you can't predict.
Yeah, you pushed me off.
Do
Yeah,
you know who
Siege-
Siege is? I don't know who Siege is.
No! The thing about Siege is, my friend was saying before bracket started, he was looking at, we were all looking at the pools and stuff, talking to each other. He said, yeah, it's basically gonna come down to top 32 between me and this guy named Siege. I think I can beat him, and we didn't have any data to go off of from his round 1 match because he got a DQ all the way to winner semifinals, which is the only match he needed to win, which he ended up winning. Or he ended up winning.
I slid you off, but how did you slide to the left when I shot you from that direction?
So if you're
and then
holding
how do you
in-
get back to stage like that?
So if you're holding in at all when you're shielding on stage and you get pushed off from an attack off the stage, you'll slide back onto the stage. It's really dumb. It's like, why don't you get pushed towards the stage? But if the hitbox is coming from off the stage, it'll push you towards that. It's like, what is this world?
No, D, it really depends. Like,
he is not bad players
for
at all.
example, the highest pool to be in for first seed is A, but the highest seed, no, I'm phrasing that wrong. So if you're seeded in 1 through 8, A is the highest seed. If you're seeded 9 through 16, H is the highest seed. And then if you're seeded 17 through 24, A is the highest. And then 25 through 32, H is the highest. Imagine it kind of like a snake.
Yeah.
It goes like
that's
1 through 8, A through H, and then 9 through 16, H through A, and then A through H, and then H through A, and then past 32, it goes A through H, H through A through H, H through A. It winds itself. So there will often be times where overlaps occur, where, like, for example, you get 16 and 17 in the same pool, or 8 and 9 in the same pool, so on and so forth. That's normal. What I'm doing for round 2, aka day 2, is the different part. And we'll see how it goes. Hey, if this is gonna be my last beta bracket for a while, I need to be true to myself and make things interesting and unorthodox. But at least
You should have not done spectator mode, so you can kill people still.
at the very
as long
least
as Free's
it's
hosting, we
formulated.
can't use spectator mode.
Spectator mode is definitely nice. I get to use it once and then I'm leaving. Rip me.
You know what?
It's true. It's true. I am out of the job because of spectator mode. God damn it.
But So when you're using spectator mode to do matches, do you tell people like, "Hey, I'm gonna spectate you and put you on stream," or do you just kind of like jump in the lobby and
No,
maybe
I
you'll be
tag
on?
people because
I
like
talk to each
I don't want to
players.
jump into people's sets midway through. I need to make sure they haven't played a game yet.
Oh, okay.
And normally I'd be able to just jump in people, but here's the problem. People don't start their match on GG when they actually start, which is frustrating. The amount of times I've tagged people that GG said hasn't started, they're like, oh yeah, we're already on game 3. It's like, okay, well, screw me, I guess.
Yeah, like
It happens to everybody.
some people.
We all do that.
Yeah, some people just wait to check in and then report all the games after the set's done.
Yeah. Whatever, what are you gonna do?
I'm bad.
It's okay.
Oh, we can't see the match because it just says you two are fighting in the lobby.
Why?
I think it's if the two players start the next match before the spectator is out of the result screen, it won't carry them into the
okay,
next
okay.
match. Yeah, we're spectating right now. It's got its quirks, but
What do you mean no more screw ups? What do you?
no,
What did I do?
it's got quirk. It's
What did I do?
oh, I thought I misspoke. My bad. Oh yeah, we don't get to see you accidentally hitting players.
Oh yeah.
That was
Fuck
the
that.
that was the best part about it. That was the best part about you, jumping off the stage for matches.
Yeah, it was
I'm
entertaining.
surprised I lived.
Like, were people
When I
actually
tried to
upset
F-throw, but I
when that
fell for a
happened?
jab.
Was anyone
No,
ever
no.
like annoyed when that happened?
Yeah, I can't say anyone was truly annoyed about it.
Because the
I
game
always found
hasn't
it funny.
started. It's not like I ruined in the middle of a game.
Yeah.
That would
The
be a different
matchup's so
story.
hard. God, you have so many options in every situation.
Ruby's got the answers. Maybe he still loses it, but it's one of the worst ones right now.
It's astounding
I
how one
can't
of
answer mine at all. I can answer Flask, but it's a hard commitment with Nair.
Well, here's the thing. Nobody can answer mine, but you're answering a lot of other stuff, so that just makes it better for you than other matchups.
it's
Plus, you
weird.
combo me.
Yeah.
Not well, but you do.
It's weird that Ruby is one of Remedy's worst matchups, and it's the exact same way around. How Remedy's one of Ruby's worst matchups.
Before.
That's just wild.
Oh, damn it. You fastball.
Is Ruby's air strong like ever usable in any situation?
Oh, yeah. It's really
I
good
think it
against,
should like why does it make him go into free fall, dude? None of the other ones do. Maybe it shouldn't make him go in free fall only if he gets hit or gets a hit. I don't know. I think he should just be able to use it in the air. That's the point. He's an aerial character. It's so laggy too.
Oh no!
I hate that
happened?
jab so
Oh,
much.
Like,
that'll
you mess
be
up
an
now,
interesting round
please.
one. I'm looking for all the interesting round ones right now.
What's the most interesting right now?
Well, a really notable one is CPWMA versus Dume.
Oh, wow.
How did this happen?
Dume got upset.
Didn't do the greatest in
Oh.
pools. I think
thought you
he got
messed
upset
up.
by Siege.
Who the hell is Siege?
I don't know!
I wanna go see who he plays.
He's probably a Smash player and is like, hey, this game's fun.
he
I've been playing
he
it. with friends
has
online."
prior results.
Okay.
My guess
Let's
is
see.
he really powered up since the last time.
Yeah, he leveled up. Alright, Siege. Yeah, he is in the Discord. I'm gonna go see. He's an idle.
Who the heck is Siege? Like,
Alright. He is an idle do player, that's what I thought. These damn idles, man.
all time. Siege is 78th on all time.
Wow.
Lit.
Can he beat Dume?
And he beat Dume. Yeah, let me check his last tournament.
Yeah, I would love to know that.
Oh, that beats my.
His
that
last
beats-
tournament was Slap City Wi-Fi Weekly 14. He lost to Lucretio and Cells.
Okay, so those are respectable losses at least.
Yeah, respectable. He beat I Dropped My Pasta, Lord Narwhal, Vortex. Vortex is a pretty good win. League Memer is also a decent win. I Dropped My Pasta is a decent win. Like, no huge wins, but like,
Okay.
he was beating like high mid tiers.
He was beating who he should have and lost who he should have.
Like, yeah, he was like someone who was like, okay, this guy's pretty good, but he's
I
not
got that.
somebody who would beat Dume. So it was definitely an upset.
Yeah, that's how I'd imagine it. It's like he just never really got the chance to upset someone like Dume, and this is like really his first chance to do it.
Yeah.
Because like his losses are like obviously extremely high tier players at the time. Is Cells active anymore? I haven't seen him in a bit.
Cells, he's gotten really busy lately. I think he's like going back to school now. He might have a job, stuff like that.
Because the last time I played him was in Beta Bracket 4 last month, or actually this month, but beginning. He completely clapped me.
It's counted as August. The only reason it wasn't
Yeah.
in August is because I was moving back up to college during the last weekend of August.
Yeah, that makes sense. So Beta Brackets are typically the end of month, so it's like a
Yeah,
monthly.
last weekend of the month is usually when you can expect a
I'm
beta
waiting for
bracket.
Creed to advance.
What other nuts round ones do we have? Psycho Midget Babunga is also round one.
Ooh. Psycho Midget could do it.
He could. He could.
Psycho Midget's actually so good. I played him.
Nice.
I think I played him during the Friday Weekly when I first like got a top 8.
Fumbles.
Right there.
You were literally 1 seed away from playing Dume round 1. Isn't like Dume a scary person to you? From what I've heard.
He was, but I think I learned his playstyle a little better.
Okay, fair enough.
Like,
So
the
He's a
first
wild
time
card
we ever
for sure.
fought was like last beta bracket, I think, and he almost 3-0'd me, and it's cause like, holy
ooh,
shit.
that was
Oh,
disgusting.
he's so standard as a BCM, and I don't know what standard BCM looks like because I play Cap all the time. I'm good at this game,
Oh.
I'm really bad at
look
hitting Whammo,
projected.
but I always go for it. I
don't
have this
trust
problem in
Rambo.
melee too.
It's always cool. Character.
I main Pikachu in melee. I don't need Randall, and I'm like, yo, Randall, and I just go in SD. I'm like, what did I do that for?
Okay, Juzo, you need to calm down.
This matchup is not that bad. It's just, it's not,
Juzo,
dude.
It's just a matter of getting in. If I can get in, I can do stuff.
Juzo, you need to calm down. That's like
It's
not
like
okay.
Goddess. Except for you get in easier than Goddess, I think.
This goes against everything we know about Remedy. Come on. She's actually dying early. That's not allowed.
Remedy's like, top 2 worst stages. That's it.
Oh
That's the
yeah.
only problem right now. That's the
Oh
only-
yeah. I also permanently banned Space now, because I'm never playing on this map ever again. I hate it.
Oh,
What exactly is your opinion on it for Remedy?
Javi, no.
Okay. My opinion. Alright, my opinion on it for Rem is it's alright if you can predict what the opponent's doing, but if they're like even like semi off of like what a default character, like you know, say Dume is a like a default BCM.
Damn, you didn't go for this.
Yeah.
So,
I
Javi
thought
like-
you having a
is
float to
gonna
go
have
all
to
the way.
play out of his mind tomorrow if he doesn't want to drown. He's got to
Ooh,
play,
okay.
well, you, but that's
Yeah.
Fish versus Remedy. which
Rem,
is
and I'm
tough.
currently 3-0 against him, I think.
Yeah, and you're seated above him, so he's expected to lose that one.
I hope he does well.
But then in
I
losers,
enjoy playing him.
he has to play Dume.
Oh.
Assuming that Dume loses to the CPWMA.
Okay.
Either way, that's
So
a bad match.
so here's the question: If is that in losers round 1?
Losers round 1, he has to
Oh.
supposedly beat
I've
Dume.
never been spiked by that before.
Okay, and if Dume upsets Cap,
Then he has to play
Cap,
Captain.
then Cap also has a chance to round. Oh god, that's
I'm telling
Oh
you,
my
this bracket
God.
is stacked. Just
This
because you're in
bracket's
top 32
insane.
doesn't mean you're
Maybe
safe.
Dume shouldn't have been bad. Maybe he should have won how he's supposed to, man.
Yeah, maybe Dume
Come on,
should
man.
have beaten Siege. Who's Siege? Who's Siege? Who's
Siege.
this Siege?
You know
Or
what?
Siege.
Okay, literally, I need to get a set with Siege on stream tomorrow.
Yeah.
At some point, I need to
Get
see
him
how
a
that
podcast
happens.
to do it right now.
Because like
Adam.
XJ Henry Babunga, you think about that and it's like, okay, that's reasonable. But who
Henry.
the heck is Siege?
he's an Idle player, dude.
This happened with Cowtown.
Dude,
and
Idle is.
I
here's the
remember
thing.
when Cowtown became a thing.
Idle is not a bad character. People that
Not.
He's not a
Like,
bad
people-
character. I love
He just has a bad
Idle.
matchup against Rem, so
No.
it's the end.
yeah,
of
I know. Yeah, I know. It's like
Have
people
you
really
seen
make
Fumbles against Rim? It's, oh my god, like
people.
you can't play it all.
It's like whenever I play Idle, it's like, wow, people actually make this character have to be bad. Are they crazy?
Here's the thing, like, I
And the best
hated
middle player in the
Idle
world does too.
with a passion.
Yeah.
People know that. Like, people think probably right now that I super hate Idle. But then I started playing Idle. And
Idle
then,
is so
like,
fun.
you know what? Idle's actually, I like Idle.
Idle is disgustingly fun.
If I go against an Idle, however, I'm either picking BCM to try and hard counter it and lame it out, or I'm picking Idle just for the sake of Diddles.
Idle.
She's so standard, dude.
So
Unless
standard
you like
hurt.
butt and unless you just like using butt and bomb, like if you're like, those moves are okay, then you're not gonna enjoy her because those are like everything else she has is just like, oh, I have Fox there and Fox up there. And it's like, I don't main Fox. I don't want to play Fox. I'm in this game to not have to fight Fox.
If I'm
It is
being
not a
completely
Fox up
honest,
air. What are you talking about?
It's the same concept, though.
It's a double hit up air and it can kill early, in my
It
opinion.
doesn't.
I think
You have
that's-
to do something very
skill power doesn't
specific
matter.
to kill
It's
off the
it's still possible. That's the thing.
It's still possible, sure, but you can't just be like, oh, you're at 50, like
Let me kill you
halfway up
quick.
to the
You
stage.
guys are
Let me up
comparing
there
it
and
to
kill
how
you.
good. You guys
Yeah.
are comparing it to how good Fox's up air is.
Yeah,
That's
Yeah.
fair
not-
enough.
that's not the-
It's a similar
it-
concept.
It's use. It has a similar use to Fox's up air,
Yeah.
and that's why it's just like it'll just plays like a Spacey, and I don't like Spaceys.
I guess it's fair that Cairo complains about Idle like Leffin complains about Fox. It's too similar, dude.
Alright, I think we're all seated, I believe.
See is good. Tell me when brackets are gonna go up because I want to look at it.
Yeah, I'll publish it soon. I'm just making sure I didn't make any mistakes.
All right.
And a lot of these things are going to look like mistakes, but the big notable ones are definitely people who just lost in pools. I don't know what to tell you about that. Like, that's just how it works.
Do you think that that bracket pools kind of did this?
Well, I mean, like, if it made
Particularly,
it,
Babunga had a lower seed than maybe like people would expect him to, but he's kind of had a rough month, gonna be honest. And if you're gonna have a rough month, I can't just give you top player privilege and be like, oh, it's okay. You're allowed to have a rough month and still get the seeds you're expected. Like, no. If you played enough sets to get ranked on the leaderboard, and it wasn't necessarily the greatest seeding, then I mean that's kind of where you have to be. Same thing with Dilapidator. Like, Dilapidator was probably heavily underseeded in theory, but he played 2 tournaments this month, and he got put on the priority leaderboard.
Joke's
and
on
it
me.
wasn't great.
I'm a short character.
that up smash, that hurt the soul. Side hitboxes on up smashes are insane.
That being said, Dilapidator did not get upset, so Dilapidator still got a pretty good seeding.
Oh, D-Lap didn't get upset? Nice.
He does have to play Cairo round 2, hypothetically, but then if he gets into losers, he could get in the top 8 easily.
Oh yeah, also Fumbles. The baby played a really close set, right? For the 2 games he played, I think.
Yeah, he was pretty good. I mean, I don't agree with his playstyle, but he was good.
Oh yeah, was he down airing a ton?
I think the first stock he took against me was all of the hits that he got was down air, and then one F2, and he spiked me down air in the last hit. I'm like, oh my lord, why am I getting hit by this?
That is one way to play Goddess, and I don't think I want to see it.
Ruby's light.
Oh, and also just a question for Remedy, Fumbles. Is doing the rapid flash clutches, FCCs, is there like any actual benefit to it other than just like stalling in air?
It's
I have to guess so much crap.
Position.
Like,
Well, I know FCC is used to position yourself, obviously, but I mean like doing the rapid ones where you go back and forth as fast as you can, like when you do it back and forth.
I mean, it's a mix-up. It's the same as dash dancing. It's like dash dancing really fast isn't as useful as doing it slower, but it's still useful in situations.
Oh, so it's there you go.
I don't know. That's all I gotta say about it.
Oh, okay. So it's like Lucretio aerial dash dancing.
Yeah, except for Lucretio's purpose of doing it is I don't want to fight. I'm just gonna fly around because it's fun.
The Zoomy boy will come down eventually.
it's like if you do it really quick, it's like if you do it once, some people aren't gonna maybe assume, even sizing me, Jesus Christ. Some people are just gonna assume like maybe I'm only gonna do it once. I do it twice really quick, and then maybe my third one's kind of slower. I don't know. It's basically just adapting to here. It's the same.
This is from like micro positioning.
Yeah.
I got it. That's cool. Because I can't do it that fast. Like I can do it. I can do it reasonably fast. I can do it when I need to. And
that's all you need to do.
Yeah. But I'm able to move around stage quickly enough, and move where I want to. So I think it's good enough. So I just never like tried to get it to go that fast. I was wondering if there's a purpose for it.
Not really.
Oh man.
It's better if you're able to
Liar.
fast, but...
So, does anybody know like the whole thing with Lyrex versus Cowtown?
Their ping is always really bad.
They just don't
That's
like
all.
playing each other, I don't think.
I've
looks
seen him
like
like fight on stream
Lyrex
twice.
probably either
They always have connection tests.
he might
Yeah,
have to
that's
play
what I was-
Cowtown pretty early in losers. So that we'll hear about that. We'll see what happens.
Last time I had to play Cowtown, I was not in the mood for camping in the slightest. So I just went mecha twice. And started going super aggro when I could. I was just having fun. It's just like if I don't feel like camping, I will not camp, and I just lose. I'll take it. I got 7th. It's fine. I just wonder if I'll ever get to the point where I absolutely really want to beat Jenny or anything. To the point where I will camp. But I have to see.
That's how I was at one point, and then I was like, I could be the best player if I stop being an idiot. So is it worth it?
Sometimes being an idiot
Hell
is
no.
fun. Sometimes being an idiot is fun.
Exactly.
Maybe if I do end up getting good enough, I'll have to start playing D-Gen. I hope I'm good to the point where I can place respectively, but then not get so good that I actually feel like I need to play like play optimally. As you say.
But if you do it, and I'm not the only one doing it, then the devs might be like, maybe it's not just fumble.
Maybe Remy's broken.
Because they want to defend, they don't want to just throw out an assumption like that strong to be like, you know what,
I don't blame
it
him.
almost is being carried, even though it's not entirely true, but you get my point. Like,
Man, I wish they would have been like that with Jenny when I was playing her.
Jenny had one issue, and they fixed that one issue, and it gutted her.
And then they did 5 other things.
Down till 1 frame slower. Oh man.
Honestly, buff Jenny, dude. Are you kidding?
Up air
Down
nerfs,
B
air
was like
nerfs.
affected one matchup. That was already bad. That sucks, but-
Give Jenny her old axes. Like, there's no problem, dude.
Remedy, literally, if you gutted 4 moves,
Down
she would
special
still be
nerfs.
probably the best character. Like, that's just
Really?
the truth. She needs rework.
Which
Every
4
single
moves?
move she has is actually just godlike.
Yeah, I know. I'm just wondering what 4 moves you think could be gutted and it wouldn't affect her completely.
I mean, it could be
Like-
anything.
Yeah, no.
Not talking
I'm
about like, all of
good
the
jab.
Yeah. I'm just saying like obviously you could probably gut something like F tilt so it's completely unusable in like no range or something like that.
If it's like down tilt and jab, like her tilts are too bad. Let's nerf her tilts, nerf 2 tilts. Her flash is broken and her clutch up air, we're removing that. Well, then I just time people out, camp around my line. Like,
I'm gonna publish the bracket. I'm ready to get hate.
Yay!
I'm gonna get so much hate. Oh my god, this bracket is so badly seeded. Oh no!
Why is this no name seated above so and so?
Who the heck is Siege? Why is Bruga playing Psycho
Actually,
Midget? Why is Doomay
if I-
playing Captain?
If I don't see a single person asking who Siege is, I'm gonna be massively disappointed.
it's like nobody's gonna be mad at like the players for losing. It's gonna
Yeah.
be like,
They're gonna be
Creed,
mad
why
at
did
me
you let
because I'm the
Yeah,
player
TO,
lose?
and it's the
Creed, why'd
TO's
you let
fault.
this? Creed,
why did you make
Okay, wait, I
Doomay
do actually have
fight
one
Siege?
question.
Why do you run beta bracket?
Why? So it's double elimination pools, but you don't retain the loss?
Yeah, everyone gets put back into winners.
What happens
That
is
is
since
so
there's
weird.
4 people moving on from each pool instead of 2, So what happens is if you make it out on winner side, you get the top 2 seeds, and then if you make it out on loser side, you get the bottom 2 seeds.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Makes sense. Because I remember, I think I was seeded 3rd in my pool.
I wanted to retain the concept of pools and not necessarily one big bracket.
Because I was supposed to lose to Booker, which I agree with.
Unorthodox, but just because something isn't done doesn't mean it can't work.
Mm-hmm.
So you know the reasoning why the losses carry over in Swiss normally, right?
What do you mean in Swiss?
So in Swiss, it's possible to advance with 2 losses.
Yes.
So you can't have the losses carry over. And Swiss is generally more favored for when you're trying to get more than 4 people out.
Yeah. Like, the Beta Bracket 4 was Swiss, correct?
Beta Bracket 4 was Swiss.
But when you're going for 4 or less people and you're doing double elimination, there's a reason that pretty much every single fighting game tournament does it, because the loss matters. Like, having that rewritten is really not great.
Yeah, the loss does matter. That's why Babunga's playing Psycho Midget round 1, and why Dume's playing Captain round 1.
Awesome, let's go Psycho.
Yeah, and if they lose, they have another shot for some reason.
I love Psycho Midget.
Kind of messed up.
It's really hard to seed people right now. That's my methodology here. If you're seeding Melee, you usually know where the top 64 lie. When you're seeding Beta Bracket, you have no idea. Who is Siege? Who is all of these names that are here beating players that you would expect to be top 8? You just don't know.
That's
basically never reseed after pools. I'm strongly against that because they've already had chance.
It's the same reason why you do regular pools, Juzo. I mean, it might be a little different the way we do it, but we're not doing it to put peoples in losers. We're doing it just to get the seed.
Yeah.
And then
pools.
And then start the real bracket.
It's giving an opportunity for people who wouldn't normally place in top 32 to still play, and the people who would normally place in top 32 to have a chance to determine their seed in the moment, as opposed to just like, you know, record in the past.
Yeah. I agree with that. That's probably the best system right now, especially for a game like Slap, because our
scene is so volatile. Let's be honest. Seeds are just numbers.
Yeah, Kree's current favorite example is who the hell is Siege?
Who the hell is Siege?
How do I do?
I don't know.
It's you either kill me at 0 or I win. I don't understand the matchup.
That's just how Ruby be. That's just how it be. Maybe this is where Remy needs. She needs a matchup where she either loses instantly or wins over time.
Like, this is what happens if you just make her comboable to everybody. It's like, she's dead at 0 again, guys.
If that were to happen, I don't think I'd appreciate that.
Oh, but also now she's dying at 0, so she's camping, so nerf the camping.
But Ruby can
you just gotta...
Let's hit this publish button.
Yeah, at least Ruby.
Literally every character now.
At least Ruby can 0 to death everyone. Yeah.
Singles, publish seeding, publish bracket.
I figured they might not go high enough.
Ooh,
with
bracket
how high
published?
she goes.
Yeah, bracket just went live.
So the change that you have to do is instead of doing the first forward air, you do, and then you can do back air. So instead of doing the double forward air, it's just a timing difference.
Well, do you know what? These upsets at least make the stream gonna be exciting the whole way through. Round 1, I get to stream Psycho Midget Babunga. Round 2, I get to stream this and that. It'll be great.
You better stream round the Siege's round 1.
Oh, you gotta be
Siege's
kidding me.
round 1 is against
God, that bug is so dumb.
Siege is against Ouija, and then the winner is either against Foda or Aku. I can pick up Siege when he gets a more exciting win. Or if he loses, then like I'll pick him up in losers before he gets knocked out. But
we have to see this man.
I want to see this man. But at the same time, you can't just let, like, for example, CPWA or Dume or Psycho Midget and Babunga just like not happen. You know, you kind of need to get that on stream.
What?
Ooh.
Oh.
Me and Babunga are projected to have a rematch in losers round 3. That'll be something.
Depending if you get there.
Yeah.
Like, for example, where are you, Revelo? You're expected to beat, and then you're probably CPW and Dume is gonna be hard, so you're gonna be sent down there.
If I could beat Captain, I'm not sure how I'll feel.
Or Dume. Dume could do it.
Or Dume.
Dume could do it.
Dume can do it, you're right.
Rev, you watch Alpha, you said?
Alpha Red?
Oh, yeah.
I watched that, yeah.
So what happened to the tournament this Wednesday?
Oh, I think he rescheduled it
Yeah,
for
it should
because
be-
of mid bracket.
I think it's not gonna be this Wednesday, but next Wednesday.
Well, that's a call off work. Because I had to like request that, and it was like, oh, I'm already scheduled. Cause I didn't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
Dude, it's hard, man. The life.
Yeah, like,
My friend said something about October 17th, I think it was.
yeah,
I'm
that
not sure.
sounds accurate.
Yeah.
Alright, let me share this in the Discord. Here we go.
Yeah. So.
So
Which
is
is
there
kind of-
that, and then also going to be the last October of the month be another Alfred tournament? Or is there only one?
Maybe. We'll see. If there's two Alfred monthlies and Eigen for 1 sub on both of them, I'll absolutely take that.
If I can call off work and make probably more money by winning
Then
or
work
playing
on.
a video game than actually working, I'll take that.
That's worth. Yeah.
Even if I get like third, it's like at least I have something to say.
Doesn't
If it's
the
like, I wanna play
Alfred
video games, I'm playing
sub-tournaments
off
actually
it.
have like a decent prize
Oh
pool?
wait.
And
One more.
anything. No,
Oh, that
it
was-
can't do anything.
Up air?
I'm
Goddamn.
snap down and away.
Yeah, I don't know the DIs
Almost.
at all.
You didn't do a giveaway this
I
today.
need to
That's so
test it
sad.
with
Oh
Osa.
man, I'll
Yes.
do one tomorrow. I forgot.
I didn't do a giveaway yet. I'll think of something.
I forgot. I'll
Maybe.
do 2 tomorrow.
I might.
You're right.
We'll see.
Give away 2 Slap City.
I might do.
Because my friend, I want him to get Slap City, and he won't buy it. So I need to get a gift or I need to get a gift for it. I don't feel like buying it.
I ended stream the earliest I've ever ended stream. I ended at like 9. Dude,
Yeah.
my tournament's already over.
It's crazy. I'm glad I finished
Yo,
pools as
how
fast
many
as I
people?
could.
No, never mind. I was gonna say I could do it on SEO, but half
No.
these people aren't my viewers, and that would feel bad. I'll do it tomorrow because we're still. This is extended tournament.
Okay, so yeah, I'm projected.
I'm gonna turn off the stream soon.
No.
I
Watch me
finished
read
seeding.
them.
That's the only reason I'm awake.
Oh wait, XJ Henry said roses are red, violets are blue. Delete rem. Oh.
Oh. That's like the O, the O with 3 H's and like the dots at O.
Oh. Come on, guys.
But she's cute.
Very cute. I got.
And I don't know
added
any
to
Rim
the-
main that plays Rim because she's good. Nobody does that. Play
I
Rim.
Again, all I always say is I started playing Rem when the general consensus was that she was trash. Kind of happy I picked. I'm kind of happy I stuck with her because my friend ended up.
Apparently that was a meme and top players never thought that.
Oh really?
Yeah, that was definitely a meme. Because Remedy's always been placing in top.
Yeah.
I mean,
I know
I'm
that.
pretty sure casuals still think that though.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, like the thing out of Slap City's community thing that I grabbed as a screenshot of someone complaining about how terrible Rem was.
I didn't get the air dodge right.
No, but like when I started and I was in the SEO competitive Discord, people were still there saying that she was bad.
But that was also when Jenny was busted as hell. And Jenny was
Yeah.
by far, like, you could pocket Jenny and take care of Rem because you never had to interact with her.
Nah, game froze, spectating bug. Oh yeah, Krieg, yeah, spectating thing broke again.
Oh, I might have minimized it. Oh no, it just broke. Okay, that's a good sign for me to to stop.
End the stream.
Bye stream. Tune in tomorrow. I'm in every tournament, so you can't miss me.
Don't worry, I'll win 1 set in top 32, then peace for the rest, because I cannot beat Goddess for my life. Woo! Actually, to be fair, I did beat a Goddess today. I double force stocked her. Although she didn't do movement.
Hot take: Ruby's harder than Goddess.
At least if I'm playing someone who doesn't know Goddess, I can easily win.
Like I would probably do better against Juzo. Juzo probably. Do you main Goddess still, or are you actually playing Ruby?
I don't know. I don't really main anyone.
Dude, all of Juzo's characters are sick.
I'd probably be doing better against this Goddess. At least I
Dendi.
have in the past.
Dendy's mean. He said, he said, not nice word to Rem. Not esports. Are we esports yet?
No.
used
Good
to
night,
it.
everyone. Be sure to tune in tomorrow.
Nice.
I did, in parenthesis for this bracket, say mildly lewd. So
Blow it, blow it, blow it. I
Yeah, I
deserve
was
it.
not happy about that because it was lewd for like 2 minutes.
there were
It was.
some lewd
What?
moments. So I just wanted to clarify, like, hey, if you're tuning in,
Hey, the best thing of
expecting
that
100%
was
esports,
all of the
you're probably not
cropping.
gonna get it. What's
We
up?
didn't say anything wrong. We were just talking about lewds.
No.
That's it.
No, as in, like, there
We
might be
didn't
the
say- we
occasional swear or maybe unsavory topic to some extent, but it didn't say NSFW because there's a
Hell,
I would
difference.
have,
Except on that last
dropped
hit.
out of chat if it became like go and like talk about. I don't even want to make.
Okay, yeah,
examples.
let's keep it lewd
Not
and
trying
not
to make
zero to death
NSFW.
me,
How
not
about
zero to
that?
death
Good
you.
night, everyone.